Hey everyone, what's going on? It's the Flying Pig on Flying Pig United with another little Manchester United evening roundup of the day's and evening's news for you in this video today. We're going to be getting into it all. Thank you for waiting patiently as we get going, guys. Hopefully we're actually in sync. I've been having all sorts of camera issues before the show starts. Can you see me? And is my audio in sync with the video? That's what I'd like to know. How you doing, everyone? Eddie Trooper, Special One, Vutinator, Primot, C Talentless, Sean, John Adair, Ardy Chico, Stephen Carr, Johan, Jason Ewing, Kingslayer, Vincent Bullock, Bernie, Rushy, Michael Craven, Whip, ZX Flame, Sapphire Key, John Adair, LC Design, Johnny M, Thomas, Palmarius, Reaper, Vuti, LC, and everybody else as well. Thank you very much for getting in here. Do us a favour at the start of this show. It's fine. Great stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Few tech issues, as always. Do us a favor, smash that like on this video, give it a thumbs up right at the start of the show, and also share it around on the social medias if you want as well. That also helps us out too. And get yourself subscribed to the channel if you're new to the channel. If you just stumbled across this, get yourself involved by smashing that subscribe button. Nice one. Hey, nice one, United Forever. Thank you, bud. Hey there, Kingsley. Yeah, we got the latest news for you guys tonight. We're going to be covering it all now. All the latest United goings on. Or should we say lack of goings on? Or should we say lack of key goings on? I don't know. There are some goings on at the football club, most of which is gashtastic. Let's talk about, I mean, the window so far, of course, it has been disappointing. It's been disappointing to the fact where our star players like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out of here. This is a proper unambitious window. I'm doing one. So that's the sort of situation our transfer window's in at the moment, folks. We're still waiting to sign a proper key player, such as Mr. Frankie de Jong, such as, I don't know, just other key players, guys. Right now we haven't done so. We've only got Malacia in, and Eriksen's coming in, which is it's a good squad player. Oh, Nut getting in there raw with a 100 knocker. Dude, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Can we all just take a second and get a sue in the chat there for Nuts? Thank you, man. He says 20-month anniversary today. I celebrated by getting a new computer. Nice, mate. What computer did you get, man? That's fucking awesome. Dude, thank you so much for being a member of this channel for a long, long time and for your super chat there, Nut. You're a bloody legend. Norwegian Don. Everyone, let's get a love heart in there for Nut. Thank you so much, mate. Darth Vader vibes. Thank you so much, Nut. You're a star, mate. I hope that computer's serving you well, lad. Probably filled with unbelievable amounts of porno already. Zane Miasti, what's going on? Zane, thank you for your super chat as well, pal. Now do one. Zane, he says, Boris out, Zane in. Up the Arsenal. Congrats on signing a backup player. Do you know what, Zane Miasti? What I have to say to you is, sir, you may be an Arsenal scummer. You may well be one of the most delusional Arsenal fans that I've ever come across on the internet. Some may say you may be typing these messages from a padded cell, sir. But in regards to Boris, yes, I say Zane in and Boris out. You know what I mean? I say you can't be that bad. You know what I'm saying, mate? So, hey, anyway, Zane Miasi, nice one. We're not getting political on this channel, but yeah. Zane Miasi, thank you so much, bud, for getting in here with this super chat there as well, lad. Good man, Zane. He says, Boris out, Zane in, up the Arsenal. Congrats on signing a backup player. Well, okay, we have signed a backup player. That's what he is, essentially. Maybe. Could actually be a first-team starter if he's better than that pie lover Lucas Shaw. And, of course, Ten Hag's brought him in for a reason. To play Malacia, I think. He's going to be giving him opportunities. He'll probably be playing deputy to Luke Shaw. But if he actually does what we're hoping he can do, which is progress into a top player, something of a Patrice Evra type, then I think we would all be quite happy to see Luke Shaw playing second fiddle to him. It depends who's going to be better. This is good competition. Luke Shaw's going to have to perform. Otherwise, you're out, son. And if he is out, then Malacia is ready to step in. And even so, you're going to be seeing opportunities for the guy left, right, and centre. So let's face it, this guy is he's essentially a squad player. I wouldn't call him a backup. I think he's going to play quite a lot of games. I think he's a squad player though, and it's up to him to make his mark in the team. And to convince Ten Hag that he should be the starter at left back, folks. So yeah, nice one. FIFA tonight, says Enigma47. You know what? There is going to be no FIFA tonight, guys. Sorry. So me and Mrs. P are celebrating our anniversary tonight. And also my brother's here tomorrow, folks. So I'm just absolutely manic busy, just trying to get stuff done. And also, we didn't see each other yesterday. So we just basically celebrated tonight, folks. So, you know, that's basically what's going on. Sorry about that. Piggy, we spent 0 so far this window, says YMDYT. Incorrect. We've spent 15 million euros plus 2 million euros in add-ons. Well, we haven't spent the €2 million in add-ons yet, but we have spent money in terms of Malacia. But you're right. Other than that, I mean, when you actually think about what we should have got and who we should be competing with in the transfer window, we might as well have got nothing. So you're right about that. Chrissy J, what's up? He'll be Ten Hag's number 1 left back. Do you think, Chrissy? Okay, good question, Chrissy. I like your style, mate. I like your moves. Everyone, what do you think? Who is going to be Ten Hag's first choice number 1 left back? Who's his number 1 left back? Malacia, who he's just brought in? Luke Shaw, who needs to cut down on the Melton Mowbrays? Or Alex Tellers, who's probably realistically not going to be here very much longer, but there you go. Sleep tight. Thank you for your super chat, my son. He says, how you doing, Piggy? Is there good news? There's always good news, my friend, when we're on this show, my son. There's always good news. That's the good news in itself, is that we're live right now, dude. But other than that, no. There's not any good news for Man United, no. No, there is good news. We signed Malacia. There's a little bit to get into, which we're going to cover in this video in a moment as well. But I just want to talk about how gash the transfer window is so far anyway. It is pretty awful, isn't it? Shaw says CV. Thank you, Lalo Vera says, congrats to Mr. and Mrs. Pig. Thank you so much, Lalo Vera. 50-50 says Ghost 98. So he thinks they'll be fighting out and then playing a similar amount of time each. Malacia says Michael Craven. J. King says Luke Shaw's gash. Jason Ewing says Malacia. Busy says Malacia. Don Gunshilioni. He says Malacia as well. Nice one, Don Gunshi. Sleep Tight says Shaw. LC Design says Shaw. So it's a bit split in the chat. My personal opinion is Luke Shaw is still the most experienced left back we've got. It's on Malacia to prove to Ten Hag in trading that he's better than Luke Shaw this pre-season. It's also on Luke Shaw to prove to Ten Hag that he's not. So we'll see who's going to be starting the first game of the season. My gut feeling is it probably will actually be Luke Shaw. But who knows? Zayn Miassi, thank you very much for another super chat, mate. He says, we are getting Tielemans and Milinkovic-Savic. Get in. Say me, Assi, you're not going to get both of those guys, mate. Milinkovic-Savic has a shitload of cash. And Tielemans, in the end, he's probably not going to bother leaving Leicester City for similar standard cash Arsenal, is he? But hey, fair enough, Zane. Maybe you could be onto something with one of those players. But you're certainly not getting both of them. Please get your head out the clouds, lad. UK Nation PS4 gamers getting on the act. Sue! Guys, can we just keep a flow of Sues coming for these legends? UK Nation PS4 Gamer says, hi, Piggy. Did you manage to read my friend Sue? What does that mean, UK Nation PS4 Gamer? Have I missed your... Did you already do a super chat and I missed it? Mate, dude, I don't know. Sorry, what does that mean? Was I able to read your super, my friend? I don't get it. Just get a Sue in there for UK Nation PS4 Gamer, though. Thank you very much, boss. I appreciate you. CV says Sue. Zanis Stone says Amit Kumar. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? Hey, do us a favour, guys. When we're 10 minutes in, we're nearly at 100 likes, actually. Let's have a little 10-minute interval. Like spike. Do smash the like if you're just getting in here, guys. Give us a boost up there on the YouTube algorithm. Every little helps. Drop a cheeky little like on it. You know it makes sense. Don Gunshi with a super chat of rawness here, my friends. Let's get those raw emojis in. Gunshi, thank you, my son. He says, Pig, give Tomcat Tom a cheeky Glasgow kiss from the Bacon Brigade, you wee tube. You know what, Gunshi? You might have a little bit of an interesting video on your hands. My brother messaged me today, and he said to me, we need to have an arm wrestle live on your channel so I can beat you in front of your audience. I don't know why, it's just a bit weird like that, yeah? But I'm going to smash him up. We're going to have an arm wrestling stream while we're here, Gungshi. How does that sound? Thank you, Gungshi, you legend. Thank you so much. Haroli, what's going on, mate? How you doing? Welcome in the stream, you legend. I hope you're good tonight. Vuti, Dilly, Palmarius, mate, Whip, Sue, Shane, Hero, loads of everyone, loads of legends getting in. Thank you, guys. So anyway, let's get into the news, folks. Let's get into the news. You came here for the news. Let's give you the news. So far this window is pretty shite so far, isn't it? Yeah. I think it has to be said. We have actually managed to sell another player, guys. We've managed to sell another player. Guess who it is? It's only Zayn Miassi. If only. Zayn Miassi with a super chat, man. He says, Rishi Sunak, Director of Finance at Arsenal. Fucking hell, dude. Zayn Miassi. Who are you going to get on fucking recruitment, mate? Matt Hancock? Fucking hell, Zayn Miassi. Thank you very much for that one. That's a good one. Right. Anyway, let's focus. So, guys, Guys, so we have sold a player, guys. Fabrizio gave us an update earlier on. Andreas Pereira to Fulham. Here we go. Full agreement in place on the player's side. 3-year deal with an option for a further season. And Man United will receive £10 million plus £3 million in add-ons. Deal was already agreed between the clubs last week. Now it's all set to be done. Oh my goodness. That is a large amount of money to receive for Andreas Pereira, guys. Oh my goodness, it's about double what he's actually worth, guys. So I think it's fair to say United have done pretty well on this deal, getting rid of this guy. That's a decent amount to receive for Andreas Pereira. I don't understand why he's worth that much money to Fulham, but apparently he is. So 10 million quid plus 3 million in add-ons. That's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money. 10 million, says ZX Flames. So we spent no money this year. I see what you mean, JMD, right? Okay. I see what people mean when they say we've spent zero money this season so far. Yeah, we've got basically, it's almost more or less exactly the same. What we spent on Malacia back with this Andreas Pereira deal. So you are actually spot on. We haven't actually spent any money yet this window. Spot on, you're right. Correct. We basically recoup what we spent, so you're right. But look, in all fairness, Andreas Pereira was always going to be just a backup player at Manchester United under Ten Hag, if that. Really, he wasn't going to get any game time. This is a fantastic move for Andreas Pereira. Look, good luck to Andreas Pereira, man. You know, he's always been called upon. He's always been there when called upon, and he's kind of always been really quite bang average for Manchester United. But it's not his fault that he's shit. You know what I mean, guys? He tries. He's trying. He always tries. But you know what? Just not good enough standard for Manchester United. He literally cannot pass. He's like the slightly more forward, advanced version of Scott McTominay here. He literally is so erratic with his passing, and yeah, he's not a good enough player for Manchester United. Fulham is a very good destination for him, actually. I'd say that's a good standard for him. You know, still to be playing in the top flight English Premier League this season, it's a good move for him. There were talks of him staying in Brazil. Good riddance, says Amit Kumar. Mark Nurse says exactly, yeah, well, you know, good luck to him. Good riddance, you know, fair play. He's played like 75 first-team games for United. That is probably about 70 too many, in all fairness, to realise just how gash he is. I mean, Ollie gave this guy a bunch of chances. Previous managers gave this guy chances. Never really understood it. He never really developed or turned into the player we wanted him to. It's a shame, but you know what? Good luck to the guy. He's gone. Oh, shit. Sorry, mate. Oh, UK Nation says you did a stream this afternoon, Pig. I did send a super chat just for when you went offline. Oh, really? I don't know if it went through then, bud. Do you know what? Sorry, UK Nation. I didn't see that, man. I really didn't see that, honestly. Do you mean like some sort of is it some sort of like super, what's the word? Like a super thanks. Is that what you mean? Because I've never received a super thanks, you know. So it's like a super thanks facility on YouTube now. They've got them for videos that are not live. Is that what you mean? Because I haven't seen it, but I'm so sorry. Guys, can we get a love heart in there for UK Nation though, bro? If you want, you can just put regular, you don't have to super chat, just put in regular what he actually said, because I haven't seen that, bud. Sorry, mate. Yeah, ZX Flames, interesting. We'll get onto that in a little bit, my son. Thank you very much for getting in the chat there and letting us know. We have got some information in regards to Dybala, which we'll talk about very soon. So, yeah, I mean, we were actually going to discuss that in a moment. There's a little bit of stuff coming through in regards to Dybala at the moment, guys. But let me just cover this. So, Andreas Pereira gone to Fulham. Here we go. Full agreement. Good luck to him. Good riddance. It's really great money to receive for Andreas Pereira. 10 million plus 3 million in add-ons. It's an absolute steal in a deal in the sale of the century in some ways. What a great amount of money to receive this guy. He's not worth that much, folks. So United have done well getting that amount of money out of Fulham for him. So get in there, my son. Right, let's just talk about this then, folks. So Simon Stone earlier on said this. Inter Football CEO Beppe Marotta on Paulo Dybala this afternoon, quoted as saying, Dybala is one of the number of our out-of-contract players. He's an opportunity. However, we have an excellent set of strikers. There needs to be courage and belief in the youth. Dybala was expected to join Inter, right? But then this evening, as I was mentioning as well, Di Marzio now have just come out recently this evening and mentioned in regards to Paulo but Dybala about that Manchester United are working to sign this guy. So, you know, it's it's interesting if this is the case. If we could get this guy in, I think he would be a decent sign. And it sounds like it's a bit of a panic buy, this one, isn't it? This is what I would consider to be a panic sign if we were to go and get this guy, because obviously, well, he's a bit of a mercenary. Really, it would be a reaction, a knee-jerk reaction, possibly to Cristiano Ronaldo going. And you know what? Sorry to say, he is a good player. He's only 28 years, he's got a good goals record. He's nowhere near as clinical or as good as someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, though. So, you know, it's interesting, guys. Let's ask the chat: would you take Paulo Dybala at Manchester United if Ronaldo leaves? Yes or no? Loves an injury, says Jason Ewing. Can play on the right, says Alex Flames. Look, for free, this guy would be free. So you think about that. You think about the sort of player he is. If he wasn't free and if he was available, he'd still be commanding quite a sizable transfer fee for the right team that would want him. So the fact that he is free makes it a bit of a bargain, obviously, because we don't have to pay very much money. There are agent fees, there are sign-on fees, which would probably be pretty astronomical. The wages that he would be paid would be pretty astronomical. But because he's available for not very much money, it seems like it's a bit of a possibility, folks. So Manchester United supposedly working on Dybala here. Interesting. Yes, for free. Richard says yes. Lieutenant says yes. Scott Berg says yes for free. Yes, if Ronaldo leaves, otherwise no, says Batman. Don't know about his attitude, says Lucky Singh. That's what I'm concerned about. So I believe, I can't quite remember what happened now, but there was a few years ago when Man United was supposed to be interested in this guy. And unfortunately what happened is he pied us off in some way. I can't even remember the details of it now. Maybe somebody will be able to shed some light in the live chat. But a couple of years ago, there were some links and he's basically gone, nah. And so for those reasons, I don't know if he would be coming to Man United for the right reasons. It would mostly be down to financial reasons at this stage. And do we want another player like a potential Alexis Sanchez or something like that, who would just be coming for a big fat payday and just to chill out and not necessarily be going for it and doing 100% of their ability of what they can do? Maybe he would play well for Manchester United, but also maybe he would be just a bit of a mercenary and is only coming for the money. Well, Whip says Dybala has a worse attitude than Pogba, if that's possible. Rather take Andre Silva than Dybala. Great comment, Gabe. So this is what I'm saying about Dybala is that, yeah, Dybala's nice. Thank you, Zizo Mapella. Dybala's a nice signing for free. But there's definitely other players. Thank you, Piers, for subscribing to the channel, my son. There's definitely other players out there that would make a lot more sense to bring in, even though you have to pay for them. Just because attitude-wise, mercenary-wise, I don't think this guy's the real deal for us. Yeah, he's a massive Ben, says Chris Barker. I mean, just that sort of celebration alone pisses me off. You know, if he scored a goal, United did that, but just give it a rest, mate. You know, he has a point to prove, says Mark Nurse. I'd rather get a youth player in, says Sir Firekey. No more old players, says Duncan Bleetho. Cockney Red, hey, welcome in Cockney Red. Hey, Rush Mono, thank you very much for all the updates throughout this evening, by the way. You're a bloody legend. Do us a favour, everybody. We're nearly at 150 likes. We could do better than that, you know. The Bacon Brigade needs to assemble. Hit the thumbs up button on it. Smash that like. Kung Fu Cantonar, kick the like button like it's a Palace fan. And subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Get yourself subscribed, guys, for all the latest updates for United. And have your say in the chat with the legends. We've got a community here called the Bacon Brigade. And you're welcome in here as long as you're not a complete tip bag. Right, yet the greats don't celebrate like pricks, says Robin. Well, okay, fair enough, but some of them do, though, don't they? Some of the greats celebrate like pricks. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo's Sue celebration's a little bit gash. Some might say, I like it, but you know what? If he leaves us, it's shit. No, I like Ronaldo's Sue celebration. I'm actually really going to miss that if he goes. We'll get onto that in a little bit, but as soon as that's come out this evening, folks, Man United working to sign Paulo Dybala seems interesting. I'm going to get a little bit of a poll on the go in the live chat here, guys, just to see what's going on. Oh, shit, I missed that. Fucking hell, Cockney Red. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro, I missed that. Cockney Red. Dude, sorry. Cockney Red's become a member of the channel, my son. Sue gets in there. Everybody, welcome Cockney Red to the channel membership there. He's just become a member. Thank you so much. I missed the super chats. I missed the membership. I'm so sorry, pal. Zayn Miassi sent me a super chat as well. Thank you, Cockney Red, for becoming a member of this channel, you legend. Zayn Miassi says, Pig, your best players have left you. You made worse signings, so you will finish mid-table. Zane, is that your spelling, mate? Is that you spell table, bud? Are you serious, pal? I've gone literally all these years and I've never seen anybody spell table like that. But anyway, he says table. When Kane leaves Spurs, they will finish mid-table. Oh, he spelled it correctly there. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt then. Also, where they belong. Zane, you've got like random big letters in there, random little letters all over the place. You're definitely pissed out your head, lad. Put your phone down. You're going to fucking rinse your bank account here, son. And all you're doing is making yourself seem like a delusional man. You know, what's this all about? Well, okay, fair enough, though. Our best players, I don't think our best players out there. For a start, Pogba's shite. Lingard was shite. You know, okay, Mata was a good servant for us. He's a good player for us. Matic was a good player for us. But nah, I wouldn't say our best players are left. If Ronaldo leaves, then our best players left, I suppose. But you know what, say Malacia? Nah, you know, come on now. You're just clutching at straws here, pal. Thank you for getting in with your super chat, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. He's pissed off his head, this man. Yeah, there are some good free transfer players available, actually, Butters. Yeah, quite a good few ones. Just trying to think of some off the top of my head now. We did go over it the other day, but my brain is not functioning properly. Okay, also a bit more information has come out right now, folks. Yeah, so what's this? Paulo Dybala's agent is in contact with Man United, apparently. We've got a new update just come out now. And we got some quotes here. I think I mentioned before, but United wanted to be kept in the loop this summer, like to see it come from England's side with interest. But I take it not asking for astronomical wages and on a free. Interesting. Yeah, okay, well, there's a little bit of a source here. Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't take him, in all fairness, guys, in regards to Paulo Dybala. It's just not really for me. I was going to get a poll on the go. That's what I was going to do. Would you take Dybala? Yes or no? Let's get a little vote in the live chat. I'm going to question his attitude. I'm going to question the reasons why he's coming. We're a Europa League team as well. And so therefore, it's kind of like, what do you want with us? No disrespect, but surely, like, if he's all that much of a big baller, then one of these other clubs will be coming in for him as well. He's just be coming here for the money. Surely he'd just be coming for the money, which is a big red flag for me. I'm not interested in players like that. We've seen what happened with Di Maria. We've seen what happened with Alexis Sanchez as well. And we don't need another situation like that with some twat mercenary coming in and just being like, we just got rid of Paul Pogba, right? Who was somebody that has maybe disrespected the club via sources such as his agent and stuff like this before many times, or in interviews over the years. General disrespect, nothing too crazy, but general little moments of disrespect over the course of the years. And he's also failed to achieve the performances that we want from him on the pitch. And he was paid £300,000 a week to do so. And so therefore, he was just a massive drain on us. In the end, we're happy to see this guy go on a free. That's how much of a drain he was to Manchester United. So I think it's fair to say that there's a risk that Dybala could be the replacement for that. And I wouldn't like that. Okay, that's true, Johan. A mercenary isn't bad as long as he does his job. Okay, that's true, but my concerns are that his motivations would not be the same as, you know, think about Ronaldo's motivations. Okay, he is getting paid a lot of money, but his motivations are largely down to the fact that he wants legacy, he wants to try and win things, he wants to be at the top table with the best players, the best competition, winning the trophies. Obviously, Dybala doesn't have that then. Dybala doesn't have those aspirations then, which concerns me. If he's just coming to United, it'll be for the money, mate, I think. He's a moan, says Amy Evans. Yeah, if he's coming here for the money, then no, says J King. Zane Miassi with another super chat. He says, Dybala wouldn't make our team, but yours he will. Zane Miassi, we're in the same Europa League boat, lad. Your team is shite, pal. I'm sorry to say, but they're, you know, overhyped guff. Last season, fucking hell, you let Obama's go on a free. Lacazette is gone because he was garbage, you know. But, I mean, your team currently now, fucking hell. I mean, he would get in your team for a start because Gabriel Jesus is the type of guy to get you 8 goals a season there. I think he's better than Jesus, to be honest. But, you know, each to their own, saying thank you very much. We'll see, won't we? We'll see, mate, won't we? We'll see who finishes higher out of us. I would love it if we beat you. I would love it. The Cake Cadet, how you doing, my friend? He says, are we in for Lewandowski, Piggy? Are we in for Lewandowski, you ask, Cake Cadet? We're in for Lewandowski in the same sense that you're in Margot Robbie, lad, which is you're not. You know what I mean? That's the same. We're not in for Lewandowski. No, Kate Cadet. Don't know where you got that one from. And if we were in for Lewandowski, this is how the conversation would go. Hey, Robert Lewandowski, it's me, your agent, Hans. I've got some information. Manchester United are interested in taking you. They've offered up a decent amount of cash. What's your thoughts? And then the phone would just go dead. That's basically it, guys, because really, I'm sorry, but Europa League football is not attractive to players like Robert Lewandowski. That's why Cristiano Ronaldo's going. That's why Ronaldo's going. Do you think Robert Lewandowski wants to go and play in the Europa League? I don't think he does, mate. So he's not winning any Ballon d'Ors playing in the Europa League, pal. I think that's pretty much how it goes, isn't it? So no, Kate Cadet, I don't reckon. Hey, thank you so much, though, for the super chat, boss. Let's get a sue in there for Kate, man. It's all going off tonight. Zayn Miyasi says, Pig, if Labour win, I'll have less funds for super chats as tax will go up. Oh, fucking hell. Better vote fucking Monster Raven Looney Party then, son. That's all we know who you vote for anyway, Zayn. Okay. The Vootinator, thank you so much for being a member of this channel for 22 months. Sue! Guys, let's get a hashtag 22 in the live chat there for Footy. What an unbelievable legend this man is. He says, I'd rather Charlie McNeil than Dybala. Come on. That's my attitude as well, mate. Really, let's give it to a youngster. We don't want a mercenary on big money. If the right player's available for the right cash, if we could get ourselves a really good striker who's got the right sort of attitude, who's super hungry. I'd rather somebody like Ivan Toney over Dybala, to be honest. I don't know how much he would cost, but I'm just saying I'd rather somebody like that who's got like tenacity and a little bit of effort and seems like they'd probably relish the chance of playing for a club like Manchester United. I'd rather we got Odion Ighalo back than go and get Dybala, in all fairness. Just because, look, I want somebody who's desperate to play for Man United and happy to play for Man United, wants to play for Man United, as opposed to somebody that's just here for the cash. So, hashtag 22 from everyone in the live chat for that legend Vootinator. Oh, good almighty. I'll tell you something, though. Look, Man United are in the concerning position that Zane's making jokes about Arsenal there, yeah? But we're in the concerning position where, unless we do actually get some quality players in, crikey, you could make a case for Arsenal squad being better by come the end of the window if they do sign a couple of good players like Tielemans, etc. Not right now, guys, but come the end of the winter, if United don't do the business we think we're going to do, well, we could actually have not very good squad, especially if Ronaldo goes. In all fairness, if Ronaldo goes and we don't sign a suitable replacement at striker, and we need to get De Jong, and obviously if we do that, that will make us all feel a little bit better because we'll have a beast of midfield, ticking things over, running that midfield. And then the defence is definitely an issue. Lisandro Martinez is hopefully going to be coming in reasonably soon also. Hopefully that's a deal that's being worked on behind the scenes right now. And he could be playing defensive mid or centre-back. So it just means that we've got a lot of good options going into the new season, and not enough. We still need to make a couple of other signings. I think Anthony would be a good signing. Maybe Ronaldo go and freeze that up, and means that we could go and get a player like Anthony. We could do it getting another right back as well. We've started to see players go out a little bit now as well. Dean Henderson's gone out on loan. Andreas Pereira has now been sold to Fulham for 10 mil plus 3 million in add-ons confirmed tonight. So we are making some strides, getting rid of a couple. Maybe we'll see one or two more go out, and that could initiate one or two more coming in. However, United are very weak in a lot of areas. So until we do get like 2 new midfielders in, a proper centre-back in, a right-back, a winger, and a striker now, then yeah, I don't think we've got a squad capable of even competing necessarily for top 4. If you take Ronaldo out of this team, what happens? He's a large reason why we finished as high as 6th last season. Without him, we would have really struggled. At least that's the theory. But the season before, without him, Varane and Sancho, we indeed finished 2nd. So maybe that's not the case. Maybe we'll be a better team once we sign a few more players because of Ronaldo's departure. Interesting. I'm good, thank you, Nas. I hope you're well too, bud. Guys, hit that like button. We're only 18 likes away from 200 likes. Help us compete with the clickbaiters and the corporation wankers. If you enjoy this show, it's free to smash a like. That's all we ask. Drop that like button. Help us get to 200 likes. Sue! Thank you very much to Zayn Miyasi for the $8.99 super chat. This guy's going in raw, lad. Vote Conservative. I'm just kidding. Don't vote for those shithouses. Zayn Miyasi says we already have a better squad, better goalie. Oh, mate, you're... Dude, I don't even need to read the rest of the super chat. Your first fucking sentence is incorrect, bro. David De Gea is one of the very best goalies in the world. I personally think, and it's only because he wasn't playing for one of the teams that actually won anything, I think he was the goalie of the season last season, Zane. I'm going to be honest, I could only think of 1 or 2 games where he made any errors, really. He was solid as a damn rock, sir, and I don't mean a fucking human slab like Maguire. So, do you know what, Zane? Your first sentence on that super chat is absolutely gash. Secondly, better defence with White and Gabriel. Well, we have got the slab at the back, so we have got the slab at the back, but that's debatable. Even that's debatable, mate. I mean, we got Varane, for fuck's sake, 4 times Champions League winner, son. He says, better strike force with Saka and Gabriel. Oh, Zayn Miazzi. Oh, Zayn Miazzi. What happened, Zane? What happened? Did your mammy not hold you enough when you were young, Zane? I don't know what's going on here, Zane. What's happened? And our manager is not bold, unlike yours. Oh, he's getting personal, lad. He's talking about baldness, male pattern baldness, Zane. You know what? That's a stigma he's had for a long time, Zane. And I appreciate that, Zane. And I appreciate you taking the piss out of his baldness, my son, yeah? I'm only kidding, Zane. I don't care, but fuck, you know, mate. Do you know what, though? I'd rather be Stone Cold Steve Austin like Eric Ten Hag than fucking some children's party Dracula impersonator haircut that Marteta's got, as we said. Look, he's got like the unfortunate forward hairline. It goes into a little fucking B at the front, you know, like a fucking full-on Dracula, mate. You know, are you Bela Lugosi in disguise? I don't know, but come on now, Zane. Don't even... Who's going to win in a fight between our managers, Zayn Miazzi? Ten Hag or Mikel Arteta? Who's going to win in a street fight, Zane? I tell you what, let's face it, Ten Hag would give him the old double birds, mate, kick him right in the midsection and plant that Dutch Stone Cold Stunner on him and celebrate by having a couple of cheeky little Amstels. Do you know what I'm saying, bud? So give me a hell yeah in the live chat. So sit down, Zane. Hey, Rory C, thank you very much for the €5 super chat here, my son. He said, wonder if United have a cut-off on Frankie de Jong. If not done in 2 weeks, then walk. Get Tielemans plus another for the same price. Starting 11 would be arguably stronger. Rory, yeah, well, surely we have to have a cut-off, don't we? Because this has already been playing, this is playing silly buggers with Barcelona right now. They're taking the piss, mate. We've gone and we've had negotiations all the whole while now. This is actually so protracted and drawn out. We supposedly have a base agreement in principle. And so what is the hold-up in terms of reaching the full agreement in terms of just a few finalizations? It seems like they are just absolutely taking the piss. Maybe what they're doing is just exploring all possible alternatives to try and keep Frankie at the club as much as possible. And once they've explored all those options, then I guess they'll sell him or they'll keep him, won't they? But if they do keep him right now, I mean, Barcelona... They're absolutely dead, aren't they? They're just scum, aren't they? If that's what they do, if they just wasted our whole time this summer, and not allowed us to sign him in the end, crikey, it would just be a disgrace. I mean, we'd have to blame Manchester United as well for not actually paying a little bit more, getting the deal done early, because there was definitely a way to convince Barca to sell him earlier, that's for sure. It's called having a little bit of a better offer. You saw Liverpool do it with Darwin Núñez. Did they overspend? Yes, they did. They also got their man right at the start of the window. There's something to be said for that. Sin Games, what's going on, you bloody legend, says, we got 205 likes. Baby, we did it. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got us 200 likes, baby. That's amazing, guys. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that thumbs up on it. Taylor says, not going to lie, Alisson's the best goalkeeper in the world. I don't care if he plays for FC or not, just being real. Okay, but do you think he had a better season than De Gea this season? Do you actually think that, though? Because I can't really fault David De Gea's season for Man United. He didn't win anything. We didn't do anything. The team was shite. I'm talking about De Gea, though. I personally think he was just as good as anybody in the Premier League as a goalie. So, anyway, that's my opinion for this last season just gone. You guys might disagree, and if you do, fair play to you. There's some great keepers in the league, but I can't really fault him. He was one of the only players that actually performed to a very consistently high standard all season long. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a difference in updates here, folks. So Simon Stone earlier on reported about Andreas Pereira, by the way, that the amount of money was £8 million with £2 million worth of add-ons. That's what he said. But Fabrizio Romano said 10 million plus 3 million in add-ons. So there is a slight discrepancy there. What is the amount of money? I would go as far as to say that maybe it's probably Fab who's right. That's what I think. So I think we've got a good amount of money for Andreas Pereira anyway. Just for anybody coming in wondering what's going on. Yeah, Andreas Pereira has been sold. Let's get on to the next piece of business then, folks. So I guess we've got to talk about this, really. I mean, Laurie Whitwell tweeted this evening. The question of why now on Cristiano Ronaldo's want-away plan has been the subject of conjecture around Man United. Timing seen as awful by several close to the club. One theory, recruitment. Another, pay cut biting. But what comes next? So we've heard that recently, that because of the Europa League guff, us losing our Champions League status, what's happened is the players, or some players, have had a 25% reduction in wages. Could just be bullshit paper talk. It sounds like nonsense to me. There's no way Ronaldo would have agreed to that. I don't think his agents and lawyers and stuff would have gone through all the contract with a fine-tooth comb when he signed. I don't think he'd have signed up to some bullshit like that, right? So I personally think that that's probably a load of old bollocks in regards to the wage cut thing. But hey, look, maybe it's the case. Maybe he's lost 125k a week here. I don't think it's the case. The other theory, why it's happened now instead of a month ago, is recruitment. And that's what I think it is. I think Ronaldo was just waiting. He was probably already had sort of one foot out the door based on the last season, how shit it was, and thinking, oh, playing in the Europa League nonsense is an absolute nightmare. He probably had one foot out the door anyway, but he was just maybe biding his time, and maybe he was prepared to see if Man United were going to spend big in the summer and have a bit of ambition. Clearly he had his answer, and that's why he's decided that it's no more going to be the case. I agree, kicking it. The players deserve a pay cut. Oh, I agree. They deserve to be sacked off, mate. Most of these players, I mean, people like Harry Maguire, he should be given a 50% pay cut, mate. You know, he should be given a 50% pay cut for the amount of gash performances that he put in last week. You know what I'd like to see written up and put into Harry Maguire's contract? I'd like there to be a minus 50. You know, like how defenders have goal clean sheet bonuses and strikers have goal bonuses and goalkeepers have clean sheet bonuses. What we should have with Harry Maguire is a minus 50,000 every time you make a fucking howler, son. And guess what? Every single week he'd probably end up having to pay us 75 grand a week, you know, because he's an absolute howler merchant, this guy. I mean, that's what's going to happen if you've got Harry Maguire in your team. He's going to make you errors quite regularly. So, yeah, not really the guy for me, mate. Not fancying him in the team too much this season. Let's get on and talk about this bit of info about Ronaldo. So this is Fire Fabrizio Romani. He said Ronaldo still didn't turn up for Man United training today. Told the club he's still dealing with personal/family issues. Now, I don't want to really make it seem like we should question Ronaldo, because let's face it, he also did have some horrendous news a couple of months ago. And seriously, Ronaldo's an absolute don, and I love him. I actually do. He's one of my idols. I think he's a great person. I think he's super dedicated, professional, super, you know, just super hungry, inspiring. He's an inspiring guy, right? And that's the case whether he leaves Man United this summer or not. So let's get some love hearts in the live chat for Ronaldo, because he did go through a tough time of it a couple of months ago, right? And yeah, okay, maybe there's some issues at home there, family issues at home there. I don't want to discredit what he's saying, but the coincidence is pretty plain. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. In regards to what's going on now, him not coming back to Man United training, and obviously a couple of days ago, it being fed out into the media that he wants to leave the football club. So let's face it, guys. I mean, that's pretty clear to me. It's a coincidence. I mean, let's ask the live chat. Do you think, smash a 1 if you think that his reasons for leaving, his reasons for not being at training are legitimate? Smash a 1. If you don't think they are, smash a 2. But I mean, I really hope that they well, no, that sounds wrong saying I hope they're legitimate. But what I mean is, I really hope that he's not turned up to the training because he's leaving, basically. You know. He's in Portugal having family issues. He was in Lisbon, so no, says Gabe Moore. I mean, wasn't there a video of him yesterday training at the National Portugal training complex or something, or arriving there, which is a bit strange. So a lot of 2s coming in the live chat. Fair enough then. Ronaldo's a mercenary. He's getting paid too much to be acting like this, as Anthony White. I don't know if he's a mercenary. He's somebody that wants legacy. He's somebody that seriously is looking for the top level competition. He should turn up for training though. He's getting paid $500,000 a week, son. He should be turning up for training. Yeah, that's right, on the Head Football Live. He says he's training in Portugal. He missed a few games at the end of the season, injured. He's lost the love, says On the Head. It's looking like he's just not really wanting to come back to Man United, guys. If he's still actually training to keep sharp, but he's doing it at the National Portugal Complex or whatever it is, crikey, that doesn't sound too good, does it? That sounds like he's trying to just avoid coming back to Manchester United, in all fairness. So I really don't think that I don't think he'll be coming back anytime soon. But look, if Ten Hag could maybe have some crisis talks with this guy, and if, more importantly, he can see some signings come through the door, like we know we've got Eriksen coming, we know that we've signed Malacia, those two are good squad players, but they're not first-team key players that are going to boost our profile too much this season and really help us move up the league. So if he wants to see some players like that, if United maybe in the next week before the tour are able to get in Jong, Lisandro Martinez, and maybe go and surprise everyone with another cheeky little deal, then just maybe you'll see Ronaldo maybe decide to stay. Because just look at it from this point of view. So I was talking to my friend Jay earlier, right? And I talked to him about the situation. And he said basically more or less what most people are saying really is that, well, yeah, he should leave. He's too good for the Europa League. He's too good for the Europa League. And which is so true, guys. I mean, he should be playing the Champions League. All of his accolades are in the Champions League. His goals, he's got the all-time leading goal scoring record in the Champions League. So while Messi is playing in Epoxy Farmers League against pitchfork wielders, he's still in the Champions League, adding to his Champions League tally, adding to his records, with the possibility still one day that he could win that tournament again. Whereas Ronaldo, this season for Manchester United, if he stays, would be playing in the secondary European competition in the Europa League. He won't be added to his Champions League record. He won't have the possibility of winning the trophy again, and he will not be adding to his goals tally either, which for a player like Ronaldo, he's all about the statistics, all about the legacy, all about leaving behind the best possible record that he can, which is why at the age of 37 he's still doing what he's doing. So it's not really his fault, is it, guys? I feel bad for the guy. He's too good at the moment for Man United, really. We failed. We failed last season because of that. He's now got the hump, and he's realised that he's not going to get what he wants at this football club. And it's not really his fault, guys. He's just simply too good for us. He is simply too good for us at the moment, as sad as it is to say. He should be professional. He is getting paid money to be a Man United player. But you can understand it. It's all about the legacy for this guy. I don't really begrudge him wanting to leave the club because we can no longer offer him what we said we would. We can no longer offer out what we set out. So it just makes me think we should probably just let him go. Zane Miassi, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, if we were the Invincibles, still Ronaldo would have joined us. And possibly Neymar. Imagine Henri, Bergkamp, Neymar and Ronaldo. Oh my God. Zane Miassi, there's so much that's wrong with that. There's just so much that's wrong with that super chat, mate. Can I just start by saying, it's not the Invincibles, and if it was the Invincibles, then it would be around the time when Man United were fucking awesome, and when Ronaldo joined us that season, mate. 2004, was it? So, no, he wouldn't go to shitty Arsenal. He'd go to Man United again, Zane. No, I mean, if we had fucking Fergie here as the manager and it was the Fergie days, I mean, what are we talking about? This is hypothetical nonsense. It's absolute hypothetical nonsense, Amy Assey. But fair play to you, mate. Hello there, the normal guy. What's going on, bro? By the way, the poll in the live chat, look at that. 371 votes, and it's 52% yes would take Dybala at United, 48% no. So quite a polarising character, this one. I'm probably in the 48% no category that think he's a bit of a mercenary toss piece and would probably be money wasted if we get that guy in. By the way, folks, we're approaching 250 likes. Everyone, smash the like button on the video. Help us get there. And also, if you're new to this channel, just to give you a little bit of a rundown what we do, we're on here every afternoon and every evening, and anytime there's breaking news, giving you the latest rundown of the transfer windows, dealings, Man United news, all the latest updates. So make sure you come by and hang out with us by smashing that subscribe button. That's the red one that says subscribe. And then also there's a bell there as well. Click that. That way you'll get notified when we post to go live. You can get involved with all the legends. If you want to join the Discord, put an exclamation mark Discord in the live chat, and that will give you the link to the Discord also. Right, so Ronaldo didn't turn up, folks. It's an absolute bloody nightmare. we're looking at alternatives already. People like Dybala is strongly being considered. Their Inter CEO talked about the possibility of the deal there and said Dybala Inter deal been in standby for 1 month now, says Fabrizio Romano. So that's the latest on that. But so this guy's still available for a free for Manchester United to go and get. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we need to explore other options at the top of the pitch, and hopefully we can even keep Ronaldo. I don't think it will happen, but it's kind of possible, isn't it? It is kind of it's kind of possible, guys. If Ronaldo goes, I can actually see it happening because I know what the Glazer shithouses are like. I know how they recruit players, and I know they probably look at the Dybala deal as making a good sense from the commercial point of view as well, and from an economic point of view because he's on a free. And although they might have to pay a hefty whack in signing on fee and wages, it still is cheaper than them actually going out there and buying a player for like 40 or 50 million, like a Christopher Nkunku or something like that. It's still a lot cheaper than that. And if they can get him on a shorter term deal, maybe it makes a little bit of sense, like a 2-year deal or a 3-year deal at most. So we'll see. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if those shithouses did it. It's not really a true replacement, though. I mean, look at Ronaldo's statistics. Let's just have a look at Dybala's stats over the last few seasons, okay? I know he has got some impressive goal scoring stats, but they're nowhere near as good as Ronaldo's. So what would we be getting from this guy? We'd be getting somebody that's, well, he's capped 34 times for Argentina, and he's only scored 3 goals for Argentina for a start, which is a little bit concerning, isn't it, in all fairness, guys? But, I mean, he's really, he's a centre forward. He's somebody who's going to bring others into play, create and get assists as well. So that could also help us for Ten Hag's style of play also. But in regards to the statistics for his seasons, so this season just gone, in the Serie A, he managed to get 10 goals and 5 assists in 29 games. Not terrible, is it? Pretty decent. 3 goals and 1 assist in 5 Champions League games. The season before, 4 goals and 3 assists in 20 games in Serie A. The season before, 11 goals and 11 assists in 33. So similar to what Marcus Rashford got 2 seasons ago in the Premier League, but in the Serie A league. The season before that, 30 appearances, 5 goals, 2 assists. You know what? Fuck this guy. I know he's not about that, but I'm looking at the assists as well, and like, it's just the assist, none of that's impressing me, folks. I know stats only mean so much. Over the whole course of his Juventus career, he's played 293 games, 115 goals, 48 assists. Those are pretty decent stats. So in terms of assists and goals, he's worth to them in Serie A around about a goal every other game. That's shite, mate. That's Romelu Lukaku standards. I say give it a swerve. Those stats have put me right off, guys. He's fucking Billy Bang average is what he is. Anyway, and Dybala will get injured. Yeah, he's not prolific, is he? He's not prolific in Serie A. If you're not prolific in Serie A, you'll never be prolific in the Premier League. Sorry to say, it's much more difficult. The defenders are quicker, stronger. You get less time on the ball. It's just tougher. He would find it even more difficult, I think, to register goals. So I think he's Billy Bang average, that guy. So screw that guy. Not for me. Just got some quotes coming through from Tyrell Malacia, guys, who said, asked if he admired any Man United players growing up. He said, yes, Patrice Evra. I love his style. Everything is fast and energetic. That's what this guy needs to try and develop into, is the next Patrice Evra. Hopefully he can do that. That would be wonderful. Also, in regards to Malacia, new signing today, by the way. Sue gets in, finally a player, our first player. Did you see the little video of Ten Hag sort of bringing him in with his arm around him? And he sort of like says, first signing, almost like fucking like embarrassed, like it's taking so long for us to get our fucking first signing in. But there you go. Robin Van Persie tweeted out and said, congratulations with the video. Congratulations on this fantastic move to Tyrell Malacia. 100% deserved. Hard work pays off. To all Man United fans, I'm sure you'll enjoy watching Tyrell represent this great club. A huge talent with great fighting spirit. I'm certain he'll be a good fit. Get in there, Robin Van Persie. One of our previous legendary Dutchmen, of which we've had a few, guys. Who's your favourite Dutchman to play for Man United, guys? To me, it is obviously Ruud van Nistelrooy, but there's been some good ones. Okay, so So yeah, I mean, there's some talks about some other players as well, guys. We talked about Lisandro Martinez earlier. The status of that deal really is that Manchester United are, we're still pushing on the deal. Ten Hag's pushing for it. He wants to get this guy in as soon as possible, hopefully before the tour. It's not realistically going to happen, but we are working on this deal this week at the moment. Ten Hag wants Manchester United to be fast on Lisandro Martinez. The players pushing to leave Ajax. He's very clear. Ten Hag wants Lisandro, Malacia and Eriksen. So Arsenal's still there, but these are the last sort of updates we've had in regards to Martinez. Not too much has come out since, really, from any of the Tier 1 journos, etc. Okay, we've also had another source this evening just come out, Tom McDermott, and said that Man United spent part of Monday discussing the Jong deal with Barcelona. Still a belief from both sides that a deal will be concluded. So that's another update on the situation. Hopefully the two clubs speaking together yesterday. Interesting. It's all interesting, guys. And this evening, Di Marzio reporting that Man United would be interested in Dybala. There's lots of players that could be linked to join instead of playing, instead of Cristiano Ronaldo, should Cristiano Ronaldo go. One player who won't be joining us is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan was actually, believe it or not, still on the shortlist, in my mind, of options as to who you could bring in. Now, I'm not saying at 40 years of age he would have been the best option, but it wouldn't surprise me if he'd have still smashed you a shitload of goals in the Premier League, because he's a GOAT, isn't he? But anyway, now he's too old now. He's getting on. But look at that. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has decided to extend his contract with AC Milan. Zlatan will continue for one more season. Agreement in place until June 23. Ibrahimovic suffered knee injury and his recovery will take 67 months, but he will accept lower salary. So there you go. AC Milan, he is now agreed to another year there. I just thought it was quite interesting. My name is Zlatan, and I am lion, my friend. Zlatan does not heal like regular human. Zlatan heals like lion. Zlatan will be back playing football in 6 weeks, my friend. Zlatan is greatest Swedish footballer of all times. Zlatan is better than Henrik Larsson ×2. Zlatan is greatest. Anyway, so yeah, Zlatan is a monster, to be fair, Chris Barker, but he's injured right now. This is what this says. Anyway, suffered knee injury and his recovery will take 6 to 7 months. Holy shit. Dybala is giving Alexis vibes. 100% agree with you. Yep, Zlatan's croaked for 6-7 months, exactly, Daniel Lee. Yeah, so that's the problem, because he's got this knee injury, so he's going to be out for a while, which is why he's taken a significantly lower amount of money. But they've basically essentially got him for when he's back fit, and Zlatan heals like lion. Zlatan does not heal like regular human, my friend. So he could be well back sooner than that, who knows? 452 legends watching this stream tonight, guys. This is going absolutely ham, this stream. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Make sure you drop a like and hit the subscribe. Get in the chat with us and have your say. We always have a big Q&A at the end of these streams as well, so hang around for that. Butters, thank you for the €2 super chat, you legend. He says, Nasi Univar from Ajax Academy instead of Dybala. Fair play to you, Butters, mate. Fair play. I mean, I'm not too familiar with this guy, Butters, but hey, look, interesting. Appreciate you, Butters. I mean, look, I think anybody instead of Dybala, right? I'm not really too keen on the deal, so I know what you're saying by that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Daryl Platt. Shout out to you, my man. Thank you, Vincent Bullock. Zlatan does not poop like regular human. Anyway. Nice one, United till I die. Right. Let's just cover the rest of the news, folks. I've got a few more things to get into, and then we will have a big Q&A at the end of the stream as well. So, yeah, Tyrone Malacia looking to emulate Patrice Evra. Let's hope that's the case. So, Sky reporting that Erik ten Hag does not want Cristiano Ronaldo's future to be the focus of this transfer window and next season. So, I mean, of course he doesn't want it. I mean, it's going to be, I think it's going to happen. Maybe at some point we'll hear something from Cristiano. Will Cristiano break his silence? Will he come out and do a little interview? Will he say, oh, I'm just frustrated with the fact that we haven't signed any players and, I've only got one chance at my age and it's just not good enough? Will he say something like that? Will he publicly address this situation or not? Will he do it privately? Probably he will do it privately. I'm not too sure. I don't think there will be anything like that. But I would love to see just a little bit of an explanation from Cristiano Ronaldo. And I think we know what's going on. I think he's just too good for this current United team. He came here on the premise that we'd be playing Champions League football and challenging for the Premier League. Like I say, he joined on the back of Solskjaer's team finishing second in the league and getting to Europa final. So he must have been feeling reasonably confident about the chances the next season. As it turned out, we went backwards miles. So it didn't really work out for anybody. But arguably, Ronaldo was not at all to blame. Yeah. Also, just in regards to De Jong, very quickly, guys, feel like I have to talk about it. Don't really want to talk about it. Nothing much too much has changed on the situation. In all fairness, guys, United have essentially a basic, an agreement in principle with Barcelona, but that's still been the case for about a week now. It's understood that he probably will join Man United, but they're also supposed to be exploring opportunities to maybe see if he'll lower his wages or exploring other ways that they could keep him at the club. Their President Joan Laporta said as much, and he obviously really admires Frankie, but they could just be saying all this stuff to set Frankie up to seem like the bad guy and to just make it seem like they tried to keep on of him when he is in fact sold for the money. So hopefully De Jong's coming. Let's have a little vote in the live chat on this one now. Guys, does De Jong stay at Barcelona? Does he go to Man United? Does he stay at Barca or does he go to Man United? What do you think? Stay or go, guys? Oh, to me, I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go to United, but my feeling about 2 weeks ago was maybe like 60%, 70%. My feeling now is like 51%. I'm just getting less and less convinced of this transfer and the possibility of it. Rory says go. Dishlong says Linna's family. Go says CV and Conroy and Vincent and Vuti. Stay says Matty Braga and also Man United 0099. Lucky Singh says he's going. They made PK take the pay cut and sacked him, says Bo 601. Yeah, go, says Jarcools. Go, don't care, says Duncan Belifo. 0793 says 100% obvious, stay and put, bro. I wouldn't say 100% obvious there. They call him Mystic Olf because he predicts these things. Scott Hutchinson says go, but why so long, says Palmer. I think maybe Barca just trying to squeeze an extra couple of mil out of us. I think they're making us sweat. I just want to make you sweat. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's what's going on there with them. Sing Game says Glazer spin. We will get next year just like Sancho. Oh, man. That would be horrendous. The thing is, though, we actually need more so now than pretty much ever in the last 10 years for us to have a big transfer window and sign a lot of players. I think that's pretty evident for us all to see. We lost a lot of key players in the summer and we haven't replaced any of them. So, yeah, we obviously have to spend a lot of money on players this summer. It's just a matter of time when and who, whether or not we can get De Jong. If we can't, we have to move on to our next target. If we can't get De Jong, I would love for us to go and sign Ruben Neves. And if we can't get him, well, I'd like to see us sign Neves and Tielemans, in all fairness. I think a midfield duo of them two would be just as good. Interesting. So, bit of information come out as well in regards to Dybala. So, yeah, it could, it could give us some opportunities to also bring in Anthony. So, imagine if we got Anthony and Dybala. That could be interesting because Anthony costs a lot of money. Dybala only costs a lot of money in wages and stuff and initial sign-on, but his actual, there's no transfer fee, so he's cheap in that sense. But you can actually get Dybala and Anthony, I suppose, if Ronaldo left. It's highly possible. Ronaldo's on 500 grand a week. Save that off the wage bill, and also then you got to invest a little bit of money, of course. So it's possible, isn't it? Maybe it would be the kick up the arse that we need this summer to actually go and sign a whole bunch of players. It's possible. I'm sort of coming around to it. I mean, it seems like Ronaldo's going right now, guys. He's trading in Portugal. He's not got nothing much to do with Man United at the moment. He's supposed to be, on sort of essentially compassionate leave because of his family issues. But it's just bad timing, and it seems too much of a coincidence. It just doesn't really look very realistic to me that he's coming back now. So I say we do need to look at other options. Also, Barcelona is not exploring the possibility for Cristiano Ronaldo. George Mendes is in Barcelona, but is solving other issues like Bernardo Silva, Ruben Neves. That's another update we've had in the last sort of 24 hours. Also, what else have we got to cover here? Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much it, folks. Let's have a look at this. Oh, okay, what's this? Sorry, I'm just looking at the live updates as they come through. Nice. Man United just posted with a picture of Tyrell Malacia saying Night Reds with a picture of Tyrell. Yeah, nice. It's great to see this guy in. Hashtag welcome Tyrell. Very keen to see him play. Very keen to see him challenge at left back. But you know what? This is a shit transfer window so far. Compounded by the fact that we're supposed to be celebrating a left back coming in who's just coming in to be a rotationary player, really. It's a shit show, whichever way you look at it, folks. So let's not pretend it is anything other than it is, which is a stinking steamer of a window so far. Crikey. I mean, if we can get some players in before we go away on tour, if De Jong comes, then it's not that bad. But right now, this is a... Crikey, let's rate this window out of 10 in the live chat, guys, everybody. Have a little vote in the live chat. How would you rate this window out of 10, my friends? What do you think? My personal opinion is it is a 1 out of 10 at the moment. We have sold Andreas Pereira. We've loaned out Dean Henderson. And we have bought Tyra Malacia in for 15 mil. And we're about to bring in Ericsson for free. Those are 2 very good signings on the cheap. Maybe 1 out of 10 Sarge. It's a 2 out of 10, guys. This is a 2 out of 10 window. And those 2 pluses, there's 1 plus point for Ericsson. There's 1 plus point for Malacia. There's -5 for Ronaldo's situation. And there's minus another few for the fact that we haven't even signed Jong yet. We haven't actually gone and strengthened in the first team properly. Ericsson's a squad player, essentially. And so is Malacia. So we haven't actually benefited Manchester United all that much yet. And we've just huffed and puffed for a month now and done jack all effectively. Yeah, Rushy says it's a 2 so far. Gungshi says 1.69 out of 10. Very precise, Gungshi. I like that. 69, dude. Richard Menor says 5. Walkingstone says 1.5. Glazers 3 says Daryl Platt. 5 says Lucky Singh. Okay, well, even if we signed De Jong, if we got De Jong in tomorrow, I would say it's about a 5. Because Ronaldo's still leaving. We still haven't got a forward. We still haven't got a winger. We still haven't got a right back. We still haven't got a centre back at the moment. Martinez might be coming. We still need another midfielder. So even if De Jong comes, even if we get De Jong, Ericsson and Malacia, that is still only a 5 out of 10. That's only an average window for Man United, who needed to strengthen so much more desperately than that. We needed to replace the 6 outgoing players in the summer. So it would still be a pretty gash window, even if we do get De Jong. So I tell you what now. This United recruitment team, pull your fucking finger out of those pies and actually let's get some guys in now. We might have to pay a couple of million quid extra premium, whatnot, just to get these guys in. Where's this sweetener for Barca? Why is it taking so long? Where's a little bit of a sweetener? If what they want is a couple of million extra fucking euros here just to get this deal done before the tour, then let's just pay the bloody money and do it. It's only the Glazers shithouses money anyway. You know, so that's it. It seems like we've got a lot of people just so fixated on getting these players for the smallest amount of money to have to just scrimp it as much as possible for the Glazers. It's a disgrace. Yeah, Abler's 2009. Listen to this. He says, the Glazers have still only spent 15 mil. Absolute joke transfer window currently. We need at least 5 to 6 total players minimum. That's right, Abler's 2009. You know what's even worse than that? Is that, okay, we've spent 15 million, but we actually haven't spent anything yet because we've just understood, like today it was confirmed, of course, in regards to Andreas Pereira, that this guy's been sold for 10 million plus 3 million. So all they've done is buy Tyra Malacia for 14 million and then sell Andreas Pereira for 13 million. And so they've actually just spent about 0 at the moment in the transfer window. Christian Eriksen is, of course, coming in. There's some signing on fees. There's some wages there. But we've had 6 go out in the summer. Big money, big wage players who have freed up loads of money on the wage bill. So there's actually no good excuses there. Andreas Pereira has been sold. We've spent no money yet this window. We haven't spent anything yet. It's actually remarkable, isn't it? We have spent 15. We did spend 15, but we haven't really, if you think about what we've got back as well, they haven't invested jack shit just yet. Interesting. Lucky Singh says Dybala's now looking for Paul Torres or Martinez in. Beef Bully says Defo Pig, we still need 1 defender, another midfielder, 2 strikers, even if we get De Jong. What a great comment, Beef Bully. I couldn't agree more. So De Jong helps our midfield 50%. Maybe we could play Donny next to him. Maybe we'll see some sort of combination like that. But really, we could do with another midfielder as well. And then, as you said, the centre-back position is seriously a problem when we've got Varane, who's injury-prone, and Maguire, who's error-prone. You know what I mean? That's a big problem. Rory C, thank you so much for the super chat, Rory lad. He says, 1, worried about a Frankie de Jong, Bernardo Silva possible swap deal. 2, how no links to a right back. Way worse than the current left backs. Rory C, thanks for your comment, bud. That's a good point. I mean, so Barcelona is supposed to be quite interested in Bernardo Silva from Man City. They wouldn't consider selling for around anything less than 60 million or something like that. Barca are struggling to find the money right now. They're also looking at Lewandowski. I am actually surprised as to why Man City are not interested in Frankie de Jong, from what Pep said in the past, and just the fact that they had, the Fernandinho situation, stuff like this. I am quite surprised that Man City haven't gone in for him. So it does concern me a little bit that maybe they're just waiting, like we did with the Malacia situation, just waiting to swoop in right near the end and try and steal him out from underneath us, mate. I think that would be absolutely horrendous, wouldn't it? We spent money, 11 million to the Glazers, says Division Roy. Yeah, basically, mate, that's right. Demarcio update, says JMDYT. Let's have a look at this, mate. Oh, okay, we have got a Demarcio update. It's been deleted. Hang on a second. Rushy's working on it. See if you can get me the link. That one's been deleted for some reason, so... It's deleted, JMDYT. Let's see if they post it again. Maybe there was an error, or maybe it was just incorrect and they've realised. Timo says, Barca desperate to sell, yet they have us bent over for a sale. Only Man United, says T-Mill. That's so true, isn't it? They're the ones desperate to sell, yet we can't actually get it concluded. Yeah, that's right. Cheat. Oh, those City scummers, Red Devils 20. They should just be sacked off and banished to the Championship for the amount of sheer cheating they've done already, in all fairness. We know it's happening. There was a report done, wasn't there, by Build or whoever it was a while ago in regards to it. And it was very convincing reading, my friends. De Jong is overrated. Offer City 10 mil for Grealish, as Duncan. They bought Phillips. Yeah, they bought Phillips. That's a good point, Bell691. I forgot about that. So 42 million they invested on Calvin Phillips. So because of that, good point, Bell. Because of that, that does take away the possibility. But wouldn't you thought, though, Bell, that they would have preferred De Jong over Phillips? That's what confuses me. You know, why doesn't Pep want Frankie? I mean, Calvin Phillips is more of a destroyer of a midfielder, though. He's more physical. He's a real workhorse, you know. So they are different. I mean, obviously he had Fernandinho go out. He's more that sort of player as well. So it does make sense that they would try and replace like for like there in some way. Thank you for subscribing there, Quest. I really appreciate that. Crikey, we got 500 legends watching. Only 10 likes away from 300. Who's going to be the 300th liker? Smash the like on it. Help us compete with the clickbait wankers. Corporation channels, Stone Cold Stun or Ten Hag Stone Cold Stun, that like button, because he is the Dutch Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a hell yeah. And he's going to hopefully stump a mud hole in the Premier League this season. But he needs the tools to be able to do it. Right now, he's not got the tools to be able to do it. Sadly, he needs about 4 or 5 more signings. I don't think we'll sign Dybala, JMD. I hope not anyway. Hope Dividend is a great player. Paying 11 million a year for him, says Christian Lobo. Nice one. I like that one. Hope Dividend. We need a striker. Wolves striker, says Lucky Singh. Let's get Ben Yedder, says Stephen Dagbanner. Dybala went MIA in Serie A matches and nobody actually wants him. I was just looking at his statistics a few moments ago. I don't know if you were in the stream then, but his stats over the last 4 or 5 seasons, they make for very inconsistent reading. Some of the seasons are quite good. Some of them are very poor indeed, statistically speaking. And I'm not impressed by his stats, even if he's playing as a second striker or, you know, centre forward and people are playing off of him. And he's that sort of striker, you know, like a Firmino or something. So he's not going to get the most amount of goals. But that's not the case because his assists are shit too. You know what I mean? So I just personally think he doesn't look that impressive. Statistically, he's not that impressive to me. And that's only in Serie A. If he can't do it in Serie A, it's more difficult in the Prem. Nice. We got nearly 316 likes now. Hell yeah. Okay. Hey, nice one. Sing Game says, I'm calling it now. Dividend for Golden Boot. Zamiassi, thank you for another super chat saying, he says, Pig, if Ten Hag fails, you can get Bottler Poch as he got sacked. Yeah, Pochettino sacked off, my son, I know. And they're giving it to that new guy. What's his face? Gaultier, isn't it? Spurs could get him also and get worse. We will get Zidane or Vieira down the line. Saying me, Assie, in all fairness, I think Vieira will manage Arsenal after Arteta. That seems a perfect progression. I think Vieira is probably a better manager than Arteta too. Arteta's keeping the throne warm there for Vieira, isn't he? That's all he is. Arteta's probably getting sacked off by Christmas, and I could actually see Vieira being your next coach. I'll give you that one, Zane. Dublin Games, welcome in. Thank you for getting in here from Dublin. Dybala or Belotti, prob going to Monaco, are stopgaps for Eric Ten Hag to go after a main target next year. Very good comment there, Bell691. You're right, and hopefully by then we would have Champions League football, so it'd make it much more easy for us to go in for these players. Like if Man United had Champions League football, now let's say it's the season after Ollie finished second in the league. You know, like we got Ronaldo, Varane, and Sancho that summer. But let's just say it's the season after we've got Champions League football. We've done well in the league. We'd be able to sign much better players. We just would. We'd probably be able to, do business for a player like, say, Robert Lewandowski. If it was last summer and Lua was available, that's the sort of play we might actually be able to get. But because of the lack of lack of Champions League football right now and where we finished, it's very unrealistic, of course, that would be the case. Interesting. So Angelo Mangiante reporting this evening that negotiations are ongoing with Dybala's agents for Man United. Wow, okay, so things are progressing with this Dybala situation, guys. It's all kicking off in regards to Dybala. Let's get this up on the screen for you guys so you can see what's now being said. Let's just have a look at this. So very much all going off this evening in regards to Dybala. It's kicking off, folks. Negotiations ongoing with Dybala's agents. This is from Angelo Mangiante, Sky Sports Italy. So it seems our agents, judging by what this is saying, are in discussions with Dybala. Interesting. Sorry. Dybala's agents are in discussion with Manchester United. Seems very interesting, this, folks. Very interesting. I don't want him, guys. I don't want him, guys. He's an absolute shithouse. And his statistics are crap. Right, so we've also got an update from Gerard Romero, guys. Here we go. Let's get this up on the screen as well. Give me 1 second. A little update on Jong here. Let me get it on the screen for you folks. Okay. See, this is why we do these late night stream, guys, because often there is a lot of information that comes out during these late night shows that just for some reason, this hour, around about 10:30, 11:30, somewhere between there, there's so much shite that comes out. Make sure you get yourself subscribed and clicking the bell icon so you don't miss these shows. We're on here every night giving you the latest updates as well. And hang on, let me just get this up on the screen. De Jong update, where are you? There it is. So De Jong's situation is this. This is from Gerard Romero, you know, the insider who's close to this deal, who actually originally broke that Manchester United had submitted an offer for De Jong. He says that De Jong, Xavi conditions the departure of Frankie de Jong to the arrival of Bernardo Silva. And the last offer of the Man United is 65 plus 22. If they reach 75 plus 12, Barca will accept. The player speaks daily with Ten Hag. This is a bit of a revelation this evening, guys. This is, if this is legit and true, what he's suggesting is that Man United have upped our add-ons offer ever so slightly by 2 million. So Fabrizio Romano a while ago reported that our initial fee that we'd offered was 65 million euros with a further 20 in add-ons. And what this guy's suggesting is now we've upped it just a couple of million as a sweetener, and apparently we'd agreed a fee. But apparently we had agreed a fee, hadn't we? With that's what Fabrizio had said. But I was wondering what was taking so long. Maybe it's the structure of the amounts of money, but we were supposed to have reached an initial 65 million euro agreement. He's saying if they reach 75 plus 12, then Barca will accept. So essentially they want more money up front and a bit less money down the line. If that's all that's holding up this deal, just pay the bloody money, United. It's the same amount of money. It's just we have to pay an extra 10 million euros up front. Just pay the damn money, Man United, you know. It's actually getting silly now. But to be fair, I don't even know if this is the case, guys, because let's face it, we've seen very reputable journalists such as Fabi Romano come out and suggest that there's an agreement in principle. You can't change an agreement in principle. You know what I mean? Unless they've gone out, you know what, actually, we were a little bit too hasty to accept this previous offer. Now we want to change the structure of the deal, so you've got to pay us more up front and more later. I mean, maybe that's what is holding up on the deal. They just want more cash up front. So maybe they could meet in the middle, Gabe Moore. Maybe that's the case. So instead of doing what they're doing now, they pay 17 in add-ons, and they give up 70 up front, 70 million euros. And 17 down the line in add-ons. Absolutely, Chris Barker. He says 70 plus 17 and get it done for fuck's sake. Spot on, my son. Absolutely. So Gerard Romero coming out this evening and saying this. It's obviously a bit of a bombshell, because we all heard that this agreement was done, guys. We all heard that it was agreed in principle. And now what we're hearing is that it's the structure of the deal that they're not happy about, that they want more upfront and less down the line in add-ons. So we heard previously the initial amount was agreed, and that it was the amount of add-ons or the structure of the performance bonuses that was the case. Gungshi, thank you so much, bud. Thank you so much for the super chat, guys. Let's get a zoo in the chat there for Gungshi. He comments and he says, 59.8k subscribers, Pig. Get in there, my son. Sue! Everyone, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Gungshi, thank you very much for the super chat there, you legend. We're only a couple of hundred away now from 60,000. That is absolutely mad, guys. Everyone, thank you so much for subscribing. Leslie Robinson's just subscribed. Thank you so much, Leslie. Everyone who's hit that subscribe button, you're a bunch of legends. If you're new, do what Leslie's just done and hit that subscribe button. You know it makes sense. Also, Eddie Trooper. Thank you, Eddie Trooper, getting in here with a super chat. He says, these late night streams are hitting the sweet spot for Newspig. Great job, mate. Absolutely. Like I say, there's usually quite a lot that comes out around about this time. It sort of works with my night owl nature. You guys know me. I'm up all night and I sleep all day. So it pretty much fits in with my my night owl vibe. Yeah, Eddie Trooper, thank you for that, dude. Yeah, very good news coming out. We're getting a couple of exclusives here in the sense that there's probably not that many other channels on here talking about this Dybala and De Jong news right now. I could be wrong. But but do us a favour if you're getting in as well. Smash the like, guys. We're almost at 350. Nice one. Red Panty Night soon, Daryl. There is no FIFA tonight, Michael M. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to be celebrating the anniversary with my missus, our 7-year anniversary tonight, mate, because we didn't see each other yesterday when it actually was. Big Bear, you legend, he says, thought I'd drop in and drop a like. Thank you so much, Big Bear. There probably won't be any FIFA tomorrow either, guys. Just being honest, with my brother's landing from America. And, you know, it's probably won't happen tomorrow. We'll be back Thursday night with the FIFA for doing foot champs all weekend long. Anyway, back on the United news. So Gerard Romero's come out this evening and said De Jong, Xavi conditions the departure of Frankie De Jong, the arrival of Bernardo Silva. The last offer of the Man United is 65 plus 222. If they reach a 75 plus 12, Barca will accept. I agree with what Chris Barker said in the chat now. Fucking meet them in the middle here, 70 plus 17, and let's have ourselves a little deal. It's ridiculous, this. This is going on so long. So at least what we know about this information does insinuate that, look, Barca have set themselves their limit now. They set themselves their asking price properly now. And if we match it, we can get it. 75 plus 12, that seems what it is. So at the very least, we could just pay the extra 10 million up front and get him. That's what we should do. That's what we should do. If that's all that's holding up the deal, is that we want to structure it over years. This is what Man United and the Glazers do. They're a bunch of shithouses, mate. They've mortgaged this whole bloody football club since they bought it, guys, with debt money. That's what they've done. And this is exactly what they're doing here as well, guys. They're just, God almighty, they have to structure everything over years and years and years and years, don't they? It's so piss poor. It's like they probably send some bloke called Gerald round once a week to fucking post £2.50 through the letterbox in a fucking envelope. It's ridiculous. But anyway, they just need to pay the money and get this deal done now. But Barca, maybe they're being a little bit cheeky. You know, maybe they are being a bit shithousery here by essentially agreeing, changing the terms on an agreement in principle, because I think what they said is, yes, we're happy with the amount of money. And now it seems they're asking for more money up front. They're not necessarily asking for more money, though. But what they are asking for is more money up front and less down the line in add-ons. They want the money now so that they can go and get the Bernardo Silva deal, it seems. Which seems perfectly fair enough to me. In fact, if that should be more of an incentive for Man United to do it. They can get rid of one of Man City's good players in the same process as well. So in all fairness, look, United just need to pay the money, guys, don't they? This is so frustrating. I can't believe it's gone on all this time. Get Neves after De Jong. Himalayan Wanderer, that would be a great sign. And what a midfield that would be. I think that'd be fantastic. Get De Jong, but how much take the tournament's performances? Barca won't cut his wages, put pressure on the guy. Yeah, exactly, United till I die. What a shithouse club they really are, honestly. They don't really treat, they're not treating him very well in this scenario. They're trying to paint him as the bad guy as well. If he doesn't take a wage cut, a big wage cut, then he's the bad guy, isn't he? Pereira over De Jong, says Tails 7. Sing Game says 250 a week. Glazers will have them put in 50p in a meter. Classic Glazer shithouses, guys. So quite interesting bits of revelations coming this evening, guys. So we've got the news about Dybala. Man United are negotiating with Dybala's agents right now. That's what we've heard this evening. Very interesting about Paulo Dybala to Man United. It's possible. I don't want it. I say no. Not for me, guys. Yes or no to Dybala, guys. Have another vote in the live chat. It's a big, fat, steamy no from me. And then also that very interesting news as well in regards to Frankie De Jong, which is breaking news about De Jong, the fact that Barca want more money. So it's pretty sickening news, guys, in all fairness, that has materialised here. Not good news at all. I'm going to get into the live chat now, everybody. We've been on here for a long time. We've discussed the latest news. Quickly for a rundown of what we've discussed. Andreas Pereira has been sold to Fulham for 10 million up front and 3 million down the line on add-ons. An absolute great deal for Man United, which means that we've paid for the Malacia deal right there and then. Fucking pay the money, Glazer shithouses. Let's get some hashtag Glazers out and some green and golds in the live chat. The reason we haven't signed Jong so far is because our Glazer shitty owners and recruitment team are not prepared to pay a little bit more money up front. It turns out that Barca are not even looking for any more money. They're just looking for a bit more money up front so they can do a deal for Bernardo Silva, for Pete's sake. Seems perfectly legitimate when their finances are shagged, which is why they're even doing the deal with us in the first place for this guy, supposedly, because they don't even want to let him go, really, apparently. So if that's the case, and we want him so much, and he's that much of a great player, just pay the extra 10 million. We just sold Andreas Pereira, for fuck's sake, and got the money from Fulham for that extra bit of cash. It's not like they're asking for more money. They're asking for extra up front and less down the line. So they just don't want to have this deal financed for 25% of the overall fee later. They want a bit more now. I say it's perfectly reasonable, guys. United just need to pay the cash. If that's all that's holding it up, it's a fucking joke. And Man United just need to get that deal done. It's a joke. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Oleg, Begi, Sheena. Really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Nice one, my friend. Nice one. 358 likes, guys. 511 watching. You guys are absolute legends. Appreciate you all being here. So, just to clarify also what we've gone over tonight. So, Andreas Pereira's gone. We've got negotiations ongoing with Dybala's agents this evening, guys. Lots of good sources tonight reporting that Man United are in for Paulo Dybala and exploring the possibility of us actually signing this guy as a free agent. Mad scenes this evening. Simon Stone has some quotes from the Interfootball CEO Beppe Marotta on Paulo Dybala this afternoon. We know that he said Dybala's one of a number of out-of-contract players. He's an opportunity. However, we have an excellent set of strikers. There needs to be courage and belief in youth. Dybala was expected to join Inter. So, you know, just a bit of a spanner in the works here. There's quite a bit of info coming out to suggest that Man United may well be going in for this guy, probably on the back of the Ronaldo news. But this guy is not a suitable replacement for Ronaldo. This guy's a potential shithouse mercenary Alexis Sanchez Mark II melt. That's what this guy could be, and I'm not interested in it, to be fair. Ronaldo's gone, guys. It's sad days, but because of that, now we're looking at other players such as, such as De Jong. This is the last thing that I heard from Fab, actually, in regards to it. Maybe Fab will have tweeted in the last few minutes, but Fab, a little while ago, said structure of add-ons still to be discussed on personal terms too. Salary reduction, very unlikely. So I guess structure of the add-on still to be discussed. I suppose that is what actually is now been reported by Romero, really. So fair play to Fab. It's not that he's got it wrong. It's just that initially there was supposed to be an agreement in principle on 65 and 20, and now they're just asking for a little bit more up front. So it's essentially what he said. They make that back on De Jong's new kit. Precisely, Daryl. Yeah, Daryl Platt. I know. It just doesn't make sense not to pay them. Plus, they're not actually asking for it. I can understand if they're asking for an extra 10. That's cheeky. If you've got an agreement in place and they go, actually, you know what? Nah, give us another 10 mil. That is pretty fucking unacceptable, right? And that's worth walking away from. But not when they say, hey, you know what? Actually, we've reconsidered. We can't actually afford to do a deal for, we want to do a deal for, unless you give us less in add-ons and more up front. Like, that is a perfectly legit. I mean, what happened to the good old days of just buying a player outright? It never seemed to be the case with Man United now. We always have to have add-ons. We never want to give money up front. Amy Evans says the poll says we want him, Piggy. It does, but only 51% of the live chat. In fact, guys, have a vote on the poll. We got 753 votes. Shout out to everyone who voted. 753 votes, but only 368 likes, guys. Do you know what I mean? That's an amazing amount of likes, guys. We're on our way to 400. So I would definitely not take Dybala, but 51% of the live chat would. So it's pretty split, and that's not convincing, though. That is about as polarizing a vote as you can possibly have. Half of the people don't want him at all because they fear he's another Alexis Sanchez melt mercenary, and the other half of the chat do want him. He represents good value, that's for sure. Red Devils 20 says, worried City would do a deal involving De Jong and Silva. That would be horrible, yeah. That would be horrible. Sing Game says 51% wanted Bojo, and we all know how that one went. Add-ons are bollocks anyway, says Gabe. True, maybe it depends. Maybe they weren't happy with what add-ons were actually being talked about. Some add-ons are very achievable. Some add-ons are like, hey, we will pay you £5 million over the next 12 months. I guess that's an add-on, right? But other add-ons are like, hey, we will pay you £10 million when Frankie de Jong gets 62 caps for fucking the Netherlands or something. Some of them are just ridiculous add-ons, performance-based add-ons. Sometimes you put add-ons in there that you don't expect really to them to get. And so you think you're getting a better deal, but really, the poll was fixed to a recount. Dybala's another to add to the deadwood, says Ember Glance. Yeah, man, he's just like a suitable replacement for Pogba, isn't he? You didn't win the Euro minutes again, says Pell. That is a nightmare, son. De Jong transfer saga is Fabregas 2014 all over again, says Abers. I'm going to get into the live chat now, folks, because I think that's pretty much all the news. Yeah, we are pushing for De Jong. Obviously, we're pushing for Lisandro Martinez. We're pushing for maybe a replacement for Ronaldo. We're looking at different options. It's an absolute nightmare, guys. It's a terrible transfer window. But, hey, look, we've come to expect it. So let's get into the chat now for a Q&A. Let's see what you legends have got to say for yourselves in the chat for a little while. I'm going to hang around for a good while, so get yourself in the chat with your thoughts and opinions. Make sure you hit the subscribe so you can chat and have your say. And also drop a like on this video. Help us get to 400 likes. But now's the time. If you've been, you're thinking to yourself, this guy talks too much and he's not reading out my comment. Well, now's the time, folks. Let's get into it. We can make Man City lose Silva. That's what I'm saying, Fire Up. It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? It's actually good, mate. If we could help Barcelona finance the Bernardo Silva deal, I suppose that does actually take away a good player from them. Gabe says, cost of living is killing us all. Don't worry about it, James. Even United transfers is killing me, says Gabe. Know him well. Always get him in Football Managers, Rory C. Did I see the video of the Ajax players doing the same training? I did not, Adam Scott, actually. No, mate. Interesting. I saw the video of Ten Hag saying, you're making too many mistakes and things like this to our players. Hey there, Olamide Toyoso. Thank you, Vincent Bullock. Barcelona want a total of 87 million. That's right, Asher Katana. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Barca want... I'm going to put that as my headline, mate. That's a good... How do you do a Euro sign on a keyboard, guys? Smash a 1 in the live chat if ever you want a Euro sign. You have to go to Google and type in Euro sign, and then you just copy it from there. Smash a 1 if you do that as well, guys, because that's what I do. I don't know what the Euro sign is on a fucking keyboard, my friends. We got a super chat from Amy Evans. Thank you, Amy. Says, I can't wait to see what we end up with this season. It will be interesting come the end of the window, won't it? Because we probably will sign a good few more players because we sort of have to. But also, we are massively worried about... we are massively worried about the possibility of us not getting enough players in. And also, even if we do get more players at the end of the window, we want to be well prepared for the season, and that means getting players early. We should have... This is unacceptable. We should have had 3-4 players signed by now already. Oh, is it Sing Games? Control, Alt, and E. Oh, okay, nice one. Actually, that's a different one with an accent over it, Sing Games. Killer Boss has done it. Techno Junkie's done it. Nice one. I don't know what it is. Keep Cavani for another season, says Matthew Smith. Well, he's already gone. Looks like he's maybe going to Spain or somewhere. Control, Alt, and number 4, I think, says Disco Dave. Control, Alt, number 4. Hey, check that out. Nice one, Disco Dave. You legend. You've probably just saved me like 7 seconds a year, man. You fucking hero. Thank you so much. Thank you, Phillips G88, for subscribing to the channel, my son. Nice one. Welcome in. Yeah, on the Mighty Tourist, says Manchester United must sign De Jong. Well, if we do, then we must pay a little bit more up front, it seems. That Euro sign worked in the chat, says Big Bear. Nice. Subscribe to the channel, says Matty Rushmano. Swap CR7 for Frankie, says Asher Katana. Wow, he wouldn't do that to Real Madrid, guys. He just wouldn't do it. Nice one, Sing Games. Mark Harris, what's going on, you legend? He says, get him, my son. Just woke up, no fucking milk. Mark Harris, you missed a whole bunch of stuff this evening, mate. So it's all kicking off. Right, so we've had this come out this evening, right, that Man United are negotiating with Dybala's agents right now. So Paulo Dybala, previously of Juve, and of course, free agent. Man United are interested, mostly, I guess, because of the Cristiano Ronaldo situation where he's looking to do one from the club. So because of that, Man United are going in there raw, it seems, for Paulo Dybala. I don't want him. But 52% of the live chat do, but I don't want him. Yeah, imagine if we steal Skamaka from under PSG's noses, says Billy. Yeah, he would be a good option for the right price, absolutely. Alt Freezer Love Art, says in case. We have exactly Phillips. We've already made money. Also, another thing, Mark Harris, this evening, we've sold Andreas Pereira to Fulham for £10 million plus £3 million in add-ons. Crikey, that's a lot of Frey Bentoses, that is. That is a shitload of cash for a bang average player. I reckon they paid twice the amount that he's actually worth there. So I think that's a good sale from Man United. Another mercenary, exactly. He will be another mercenary, this guy. I don't want another mercenary. I want somebody who's desperate, hungry, loves the thought of playing for Manchester United, not somebody who's just coming to play for a Europa League team for the money. Because that's what it will be to him. Yeah, Ten Hag every day over Poch, says Gabe. So Poch has just been sacked from PSG. You know what, though? If Man United fail under Ten Hag and in a year's time things aren't getting any better, it wouldn't surprise me if Poch was the next manager. I definitely do not want that guy, by the way. Definitely don't want to go. Mercato, what's going on? He says Dybala and Rashford up front sounds gash. Doesn't it? So you're damn right, sir. It really does. I think Ghana should get a look in Matthew Smith. Hey, listen, Matthew Smith, if we don't sign any midfielders, Ghana's the fucking starter, mate. I ain't even kidding, pal. Think about how shite Scott McTominay and Fred are, lad. And for a Ten Hag system, he wants players who can pass the ball around and control the game. That's where Ghana would come in instead of those shithouses. Those guys are rubbish at that. So to me, it's not even a case of does he get chances, it's a case of when. Like, especially if we don't sign players. Poch in by Feb is my guess, says Sin Games. Oh, don't even go down that line. Biddy says, is Dybala to keep Ronaldo, though? He loved playing with him at Juve. Well, that's interesting, that is, Billy. That is quite interesting, isn't it? I don't know why he loved playing with him, because I was just looking at his stats a minute ago, and his stats are shite. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why. Like, his assist stats and his goal stats are really not that impressive. Do you think the Fulham money could be used for Jong, says Killer Boss? Yeah, I guess. I mean, it could be used for anybody, couldn't it? It's a cheeky little bit of it's a 30 minutes. Should be peanuts for United anyway. We should be spending huge money on players this summer. Not kidding. 150, 200 million. That's what we should be spending. So far, it's been an embarrassment of just how poor it's been. Rob says FIFA Pig, sadly not tonight, my man. I'd love to. I can't. It's got too much going on. My brother arrives tomorrow. Got to do stuff, got to get loads of stuff sorted out. And also, me and Mrs. P are sort of celebrating our anniversary that was yesterday. We didn't get a chance to. So I actually can't, mate. Sorry. I know. And tomorrow I'm probably unlikely going to be able to in the evening anyway. So it's Thursday night, late night FIFA for me. Sorry, guys. That's the best I can do this week. It's just got too much crazy shit going on. Amy Evans, thank you for another super chat, says, think if CR7 goes, he make it worth it for us, says Amy. Well, if he goes, then it might work for us because we'd have to sign a lot of different alternatives. We'd have to sign a forward. It might open the door up to Anthony. It might mean we go and get Tielemans. It might mean we have a bit of extra added ambition to strengthen other areas of the team. And so, therefore, I think it does actually, in some ways, it could be a blessing in disguise, but probably not. Yes to Anthony, says Richard Menel. Vutinator. Carlos Solis, hello, bro, he says, Pig. What do you think about the info that some United players are celebrating that Ronaldo wants to go? Is that Harry Maguire by any chance? I don't know. I mean, is it the slab or what players are celebrating? It depends who. I mean, some of them probably are because Ronaldo sets extremely high values and high expectation standards, sets high standards at the club. And so therefore, you know, like, think about it. If you go out to, he's kind of like your boring mate who's just super sensible all the time. No disrespect, but you go out to the hotel. You're looking out of a cheeky little slide jar. Maybe you rinse down a cheeky little slice of pizza on the sly, and you do so. You've got that pizza to your mouth. You're about to take a bite. You look over, and Cristiano Ronaldo is looking at you, mate, looking at you with his glass of water and his celery stick, and he just goes. So you just put the pizza down. You know, that sort of stuff must get very annoying. It must be very annoying for players like Luke Shaw, etc., having to sly away those Frey Bentoses all the time and being made to feel very poor about it as well from somebody who sets such a high standard. It wouldn't surprise me if some of these tossers, some of these losers, some of these fucking pussies, some of these pretenders, some of these non-United players, some of these fucking Altrincham standard melters would want him to go. It wouldn't surprise me if some of them would want him to go, in all fairness. Yeah, I agree, Ezio. Don't want Dybala. He's just another mercenary like Pogba. Absolutely agree with you, mate. 8 likes away from 400. Let's have a little late night Bacon Brigade midnight like spike. Guys, we're almost on here at midnight. What's going on? That's a late one, eh? Oh, crikey. Altrincham is okay, to be honest, Pig says. No, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, standard-wise, like, should be a bit better than that, shouldn't we? Robert Goodman says, we need Dybala. He's so good, Piggy. He's okay, isn't he? He's really not that good, is he? He's okay, mate. He's decent. He sort of reminds me, he's okay, mate. I mean, I don't know, but I think if you've got a player like Richarlison, you'd probably be better off than getting Dybala. At least he's got the Premier League experience. So I know he's already gone, but I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't want Richarlison necessarily. I'd want somebody better than Richarlison. Dybala, statistically, is no better, mate. Manny Sluflaki. Yes, bro. He says, why are we trying to sign players past their prime like Dybala? The club mentality has to change, mate, says Manny Sluflaki. Yeah, get in. I mean, is he past his prime, though? He's only 28. But maybe injury-prone-wise, I see what you're saying and stuff. Yeah, I agree with you, Manny. We got to look at other players. This guy's just clearly like another fucking Melter mercenary guy. Mark Harris says, Rashford back to his best, no goals. To be fair, I mean, we were just looking at Dybala's stats for the last 5 seasons, right? So get this. Dybala's best season in the last 5 seasons at Juve in the Serie A was 11 assists and 11 goals in 32 appearances, right? Rashford, coincidentally, Rashford's best season at United in the last 5 seasons is 11 goals and 11 assists in a similar amount of games. I don't know how many, 33 or something. So, think about that. It's like, that's what we're going for, is it? We're just going to get somebody who's at his very best is Rashford's mediocre sort of vibe with his statistics. The only difference is he's doing it in a shitter league. Gash stats, definitely gash stats, Billy. I mean, I don't even want to go through them again, to be honest. They were so gash. But they were really bad. I mean, one season he got 6 assists and goals. And I don't mean 6 goals, 6 assists. I mean 4 goals and 2 assists or something like that in a whole season. The guy's clearly shite. And I know stats only tell you a story. They only tell so much. Think about, like, Firmino at Liverpool. If I have a look at Firmino's stats at Liverpool, but maybe he'd be getting a shitload of assists and quite a few goals. That's why. But let's just have a look, because obviously for Liverpool over the years, Firmino's been a very good player, right? But statistically, does he look like a good player? This is what I want to know. So let's have a look at his stats. Statistically speaking, last season, 20 goals, 20 games in the Prem, 5 goals, 4 assists. The season before, 36 games, 9 goals, 7 assists. The season before, 38 games, 9 goals, 8 assists. Season before, 34 games, 12 goals, 7 assists. Season before that, 37 games, 15 goals, 7 assists. Yeah, he is better than Dybala. His stats are just noticeably better than Dybala. So even somebody like him, who is not an out-and-out number 9 striker, but is somebody a lot of people are playing off of, and he's providing more assists and he's scoring more goals in the Premier League than shitty Dybala is doing over in Serie A. I think the guy's stats are shite, and I've been put right off of him just by having a look at his stats. He's not going to be the answer. He's not going to be the problem solver for Cristiano Ronaldo's fucking 20-odd goals we're going to miss out on. It's not the case. You'd rather Chiesa than Dybala, says Tristan Newkirk. Great shout, Tristan. We'll never get Chiesa. It's just, yeah, that's the problem. Dybala should have came 3 seasons ago if we wanted him. Exactly, and he didn't. He didn't want us, so fuck that guy. CR7 not going to Roma. Why would he go to Roma, Jay? I agree. The only way Ronaldo goes is to a top European team, one of the teams that's likely to win the Champions League, likely to win their own domestic league as well. Yeah, Patrick Schick says Bell 691. You take Lukaku back plus Haller, says Daryl Platt. Wow. Haller plus, says Daryl. Killer Boss says, do you think we could steal Savic from Lazio, as Arsenal are also linked to them? We could definitely steal him from under Arsenal. Yeah, definitely. If anybody who Arsenal are interested in, if we just go in for them, they're going to choose us. Olamide Toyusi says, Rafinha and Anthony playing alongside each other in Manchester United will be much better. Well, okay, well, that's probably not going to happen, but I like your style, mate. Rafinha seems to be going elsewhere. Thank you, Rushmana, you absolute star, man. He says, great show, guys. Top news, big. Rushy, thank you so much for putting in overtime, lad. Put your link to your Twitter page in the live chat, my friend. Just get in fact, I can do it here. Give me 2 seconds. So, guys, I want to give a shout out to Matty Rushmana, who gives me a lot of great updates. And he's actually, he's only 9 followers away from 700 followers on Twitter. And he deserves way many more than that because he puts in fantastic work and updates throughout the day with all the latest goings on at United, right? And he's got great sources at the club. He's a long-time season ticket holder. He's got a lot of insider knowledge, and also has, he's just got his fingers on the pulse. So I've pinned his thing to the top of the live chat, guys. See if you can get him to 700 followers. It's grown a lot, actually, over the last couple of weeks. Go and see if you can get him to 700 followers on Twitter. Give him a little follow if you're on there. You won't regret it. Nice one, Rushy. Thanks for all the updates and all the time you put in doing these vids, man. Really, you should be on the payroll, lad. You know what I'm saying? And Awel Ajalupe says, Man United should buy Anthony. Yeah, I'm with you. A lot of money. They want 80 million euros, apparently. But surely we can get him for less than that. He's a great player. 10 Hag vibes, Brazilian vibes, 12 goals, 10 assists last season. Excellent stats for a young player like that for Ten Hag. I agree with you, mate. There's not really much drawbacks there. Maybe Ronaldo going means that that's possible. Oh, shit. Sin Games says, Russia was not even following. You're a disgrace and a nonsense there, Sin Games. Oh, that's brilliant, though. Go and follow him, man. Go and give him a follow on Twitter. Make sure you do. CR7 to Skelmersdale United, says K-Ducks. Ronaldo for Kante, says Matthew Smith. We talked about this the other day. In some ways, it makes a lot of sense. Doesn't make that much sense for Kante coming to us because we don't have Champions League football, though. But if we did, then, it would make a little bit, it'd make a little bit of sense. And if Chelsea want to cash in, it does make sense for us if we were going to give him to a rival to get another top player in return that would help us. And if we had Kante and De Jong in midfield, that's one of the best midfielders on paper in the league, if not the best. So, yeah, that would be amazing. However, don't want to see Ronaldo playing for Chelsea. Don't think that will ever happen. But you never know. How long have you been a season ticket holder, says Vincent? 12 years, says Rushmano. Toronto FC is buying all the Italian players. How long have you been a season ticket holder for, Vinny B? Done. Just followed Angelo. Oh, nice one, Eddie Evans. What do you mean? Don't follow Angelo. Not this guy. Not this guy, mate. Follow Rushmano, I meant. Not Angelo, not this guy. I mean the guy in the top of the live chat, mate. Here it is. In the live chat, there's his link. I'll just put it in the chat. Not fucking Angelo Mangiente, mate. Not him. You can follow him too if you want, but no, I meant Rushmano. Fucking hell. Anyway, quality lad. So anyway, we're discussing with Dybala, and then this is what Gerard Romero said this evening as well, Barcelona insider. He's the one that initially dropped the story, I believe, about Barca and Man United having these discussions, right? Is that he says Xavi's conditions the departure of Frenkie de Jong to the arrival of Bernardo Silva. The last offer of the Man United is 65 plus 22. If they reach 75 plus, well, it just pissed me off so much this evening, guys, this story. It really has done. Why can't we make an agreement here? Why are they asking for a bit more money up front now? And why aren't United prepared to pay it? We're a bunch of absolute fannies. There's no other word for it, guys. Bunch of absolute fanny packs, aren't we? AKA bum bags for those English people in here. Because who the fuck calls a bum bag a fanny pack? For a start, you know what I mean? Mark Harris, thank you so much for getting in here with your super chat. He says, Charlie McNeil, remember the name. He will play him. Hey, good call, mate. Charlie McNeil. Unbelievable stats as a youngster, could well have a really great future in the game and may well feature in Ten Hag's team a little bit now. Good shout. Eddie Troopers followed Rushmano. Nice one, mate. Get in. Hey, he's got 696 followers now, guys. He's only 4 away. Go and give him a cheeky little follow. Honestly, he's got a great Twitter page with all the latest daily updates on, etc. So check it out. Okay, you think this Ronaldo thing has thrown our transfer team into turmoil, says Billy? It has done, mate. Yeah, big time. But maybe it's to kick up the arse we needed. Now we're forced in some ways to have to go and do some business, aren't we? We're forced. Interesting. ZX Flame says Gerard Romero is capping. Romano said we agreed a fee. But yeah, okay, fair enough. But why would we do this now? Why would he do this now, mate? I don't understand. I mean, he's the initial person that spoke about this whole transfer. So, I mean, we have to take it for face value what he's saying here. But at the same time, look, I mean, ultimately, if you actually look at what Romano said previously, so you say he's capping, but look at what Romano said previously, right? This is the last update I've got anyway from Fab about De Jong. Maybe he's put another one since, but he said the structure of the add-ons is still to be discussed. As personal terms too, salary reduction very likely, so nothing's changed. So maybe really what's happened is, hey, look, we've agreed a fee of about 85, 87 million. That's the agreement, but they're not agreed. They're not happy with the initial amount up front, and they're trying to squeeze more out of us. So really, Fab's not wrong, And this guy saying this is not necessarily wrong. It's just slightly different information that has come out. But we've got no reason to disbelieve either because they're more or less the same. Lamer's close to Bayern Munich, as he says, Rushmano. Yeah, Himalayan Wanderer, this transfer window has made us look as constipated FC. Mate, it's an embarrassing one. We haven't come out of this window looking well at all. It just goes to show you more incompetence running this football club. Steve Nichols just followed. Get in there, you bloody legend of my son. Go on. Shoretira, an ex-big striker from the academy, however, need to sign Evan Nilsson or Porto. Perhaps says Paul Tierney. Yeah, I saw some links to him the other day, right? I still think that we don't even need to sign any more younger players now, right? If we look at the youngsters we've got in our team, there's some great ones there, guys. Jimmy Garner, give him some chances. Ten Hag's all about this as well, bringing youngsters through at Ajax and playing them and making them good enough. Who else is there, folks? Garnacho. Garnacho seems like an incredible talent. I'd be interested in seeing Medjbury get some game time. I'd be interested in seeing Mengi get some game time. Hi there, Savulon. How you doing today? G'day from down under. Batman Light fan just followed too. Get in there, my son. Marky Harris, thank you for another super chat. Says Glazers running United on Larder money. Glazers out. Oh, mate. If only they did turn up in the ground in bloody larders, then we might have a bit of respect for them. Unfortunately, they're sat in their fucking ivory towers, mate, rocking up in limousines, man. And they're just totally disconnected, aren't they, from the reality? Yeah, Dybala is great. Would definitely take him. Pig, do the math. It's the same amount, says Josh Dunn. It's actually not the same amount, is it, pal? So it's so 85 million euros is not the same as 87 million euros. You do get that right. So 65 plus 22 equals 87. We heard the other day that it was 85 million euros was the overall. So there is a slight difference here. Now, obviously, what you mean is the difference between 65 and 22 or 75 and 12. Obviously, that's the same. And you, sir, are thick in the heat. But no, fair enough. I'm just joking anyway. Yeah, fair enough. But you don't need to correct me on something that I was already correct about, sir. I'd be interested in a taco chip, says Buzz691. Erdam says Dybala is only made for Spain and Italy. I see. Yep, I agree with you. He would be shit in the Premier League, I reckon. Gregor Triggs as well says Dybala is too feeble for the rigours of the Prem. Totally agree with you. Yeah, he's an absolute melter, isn't he? This ain't going to get him anywhere. This celebration ain't going to get him nothing but a coin in the eye from an opposition fan, mate. That's all that's going to do. It's a fucking horrible one. Sing Game says, I see us paying 75 mil, then selling him back to Barcelona next year for 50 mil. Oh, man. Vincent says we got 431 likes. Holy shit. Can we smash 500 likes on this stream, guys? Might as well aim high. I'm going to stick on for 5 more minutes. That's all I can really do. But please do hit that thumbs up button on the stream. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe as well, guys. Honestly, if you're new, you're missing out. We're on it every day and night, giving you the latest updates. We're usually out on the evening show around about this time. A little bit earlier than this usually, actually. But there's good information dropping late night, so we are doing some late night shows. Old Tricked Pitaras says, great content this late at night. Dybala is not the right player for us for our rebuild. Thank you, bro. Yeah, we do a late night show because often there's a lot of good news comes out around about this time. Madhouse Dybala, the new Sue. A good night, T-Mill. Have a great night. Thank you so much. You stay classy, my man. As a day one Ronaldo fan, I just can't believe he will leave, says Erdem. Hopefully he's just pushing the Glazers and trying to force them to do some business. Hopefully. But I can see him leaving because he's just too good for the setup at the moment. The Europa League is a big letdown for him. You'd rather Dybala than us playing our overrated youth, says ZX Flames. How do we know if they're overrated at the moment, ZX Flames? Tell you something, Dybala's overrated, judging by his stats. He's shit. I just looked at his stats for the last 5 seasons. He's fucking overrated, pal. He's crap. Get Anthony, says David Vickers. Imagine CR7 to PSG, says Craden. Yeah, who is that killer boss? Actually, don't say. I don't know. I did hear somebody was allegedly was arrested for. We better not say in the chat, actually, guys. Gungshi says, smash a like for Piggy. Thank you, Gungshi. We just hit 450 likes. Sue. Dybala just had a social media mare. What happened, Tontini555? Yeah, ZX says you're talking crap, play the youth. Yeah, I do have to agree with Mark Harris on this one. We should really be playing some of the youth players in the club. There's nothing wrong with giving the youngsters opportunities. For a start, they're hungry. That is better than a player who's just coming for a payday. Much love to you, Cadster Gaming. Thanks, bro. Anthony, mid-August, not any earlier, says Chris. No, please, no Dybala. No, so much drama, says Steve-O. Dybala's just a Griezmann who eats more Frey Bentos, says Dave. I'd much rather somebody like Griezmann or João Felix even. Definitely, I'm not interested in Dybala, guys. He's free. For a start, he is free, which makes him appealing, but he's just not that clinical of a... He's not a suitable replacement for Ronaldo. Anyway, Anthony in Jan when the season's going tits up, says Rory. Gonna miss the huge Sue at Old Trafford, says Rushminer. Oh, man. I'm gutted, mate. Absolutely gutted if he goes, because I wanted to go and see him play, mate, one last time before he goes, before he leaves. And obviously, if he never plays for United again, that's not going to happen, is it? So it was a bit of a magical season for Ronaldo in that sense. But other than that, it's a shit season. Is Piggy doing FIFA tonight, says Manny? I'm not actually, bro. No, I'll be back Thursday night with that. Sorry, I'm going to have it off. I'm frozen, says Tontini. Pig, what about Chiesa? I think he's a really good player, Grant Norimak. Definitely would be interested. Don't know if we could afford him. What is the situation there with the amount of money it would take? I'm not too sure. And also, but he is a very good player, mate. I like him. Griezmann couldn't even hack it at Barca, says Wildcall 01. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough, but in my opinion, he's still a better option than shitty Dybala. Ghost98 says Dybala's still a 40 million player signing. Worst case, sell him and get money. Yeah, but how much money are we going to put him on? Unless it's a short-term deal, it doesn't add up. The hat-tricks versus Spurs and Norwich were magical. Not easy ones when dominating, but to win 3-2. Spot on, Rory. Yeah, he did produce some quality moments of magic and in the Champions League as well. Yeah, Philip says Mrs. P is waiting. I think she's fallen asleep, guys. She is, guys. She's absolutely conco zonko out there on the bed. Bless It's me just chatting absolute cod really loud and she's there asleep on the bed. CR7 unfollowed United on Insta, says Rushmano. What? Are you joking me? Where's this information coming out from? What is this? Cristiano Ronaldo's unfollowed United on Insta. Are you joking me? How petulant is that? Are you kidding me? Hang on a second. What? Is that true? Let me go to Man United's page here. Man United. Let's see. He's still following a bunch of, Man United people. But that is pretty strange, mate, if that's the case. Is that what's going on there? What is going on there? Is that really just happened? Are you serious? I don't know, bud. You've just checked, says Palmerius. And what's the case? What's the deal then? It's not true, says Sleep Tight. Okay, that's cap. Okay, that's good. Nice one. Okay, thank you. Good. Check the source, Rushmano. Check the source. He did put a question mark in there asking, has CR7 unfollowed United on Insta? Yeah, let's check the source. Anthony James, mate, thank you so much for the highlighted member comment, mate. Being a member for 19 months, you don. He says, rather have Anthony. Fair play, lad. Fair play. Yeah, me too, in some ways. Who do you mean instead of? Dybala? I'd definitely rather have him instead of Dybala. If you mean instead of Ronaldo, I mean, for the future, it's a great signing, isn't it? Whereas Ronaldo's not a great one for the future, but he is a great signing for, now, obviously. Not true, I just checked. No, he wasn't jumping the gun there at all, Rory. Actually, if you actually look at what Rushmano said in the chat, he was asking you guys, has CR7 unfollowed United on Insta? You need to go up and scroll up and see the question mark where he says it's a question. See, what has happened is I've got the wrong end of the stick. And missed the question mark because it was on the line below for me. So really, you need to watch your mouth. Nobody puts Rushmano in the corner. Do you understand? Do you understand me? Himalayan Wanderer says, maybe Ronaldo gets picked by Real Madrid if he takes a wage cut. Interesting. Oh, man, Sing Games is loving it. Rushmano, yeah, absolute legend. No to Dybala, yes to Anthony, says Anthony James. Absolutely agree. Guys, I think we're going to have to wrap this one up soon, aren't we? It's so late. It's now 15:15 midnight. We've been going for nearly 2 hours. What a great stream, though. I love chatting United with you legends, man. Thank you so much, everyone who hangs out to the end for the Q&A as well. I love interacting with you all. Hello, fellow Sofa says, Dybala is a bad signing, in my opinion. You'd liken Dybala to Sanchez or Di Maria signing. Yeah, totally agree. I said that earlier, in fact. Great minds think alike. Ron should come on Flying Pig United, tell all. Let's get him on. Get Lewandowski, not possible. David Vickers, we've got Europa League standard guff team at the moment. Ronaldo's leaving us because we're shite. Paul Tierney, nice one. Bell 691. Mike as well. Thanks for watching, bud. Connor Matthews, Gungshi. Gungshi says we got 460 likes. Rushmano says top show. Thank you so much. Hey, Mrs. P's woken up. Say hello quick. We're just finishing the show. She thought she fell asleep and she's just woken up now. Don't know if you can hear her. She sounds all groggy. Thank you, Gung. She says, cheers for another great show, Pete. Thank you, legend, for watching. Thank all the legends for watching. Front line being led by Malacia. Don't depress me, Billy, before the end of the show, pal. Don't depress me, man. Okay, why not Dybala and Anthony? Well, fair enough, said X Flames. I could live with that. If we could get both of them, I could give Dybala a chance, but I just think he'd be coming for the wrong reasons, that's all. Exactly, Chris. Lua would want Champions League. Thank you, Vutilator. He says, smash that like for the pig. Let's see if we can get 500 likes before the end of the show, guys. Smack the like. Thank you, Billy. Nice one, Billy. Enjoy your time in Mexico, you legend. Rushmano, Vinny Bullock, Philip Chapman. Thank you, you too, bud. Have a good one, Vincent Ladd. Rushy, thanks for all the updates. Beef Bully, Primot, Tail7. Once again, give Rushmano a cheeky follow on Twitter at the end of the show. If you want to go somewhere, I will post it in the chat. There it is again. Thank you to Davin Morris and JRL Miller for subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you so much, Bell. Says, no show like a Joe show. Mate, thank you so much, Bell lad. And Ables 2009, Steve-O, Himalayan Wanderer, United Till I Die, Mike, David Vickers, God in Control, Vincent, Tail7. God in Control says, go check on your kid. I don't actually have any kids, mate, but it was my missus. My missus making a noise there, mate, not my kid. Could you imagine? I'm just doing this video and the baby's crying in the corner. Shh, shh, shh. You know? Oh, higher than this season, Manny Snooflacky. I'm going for, well, at the moment, 5th. But if we have a good window, then we'll see. But I'm going for a little bit better than last season, mate. Right now, with no Ronaldo, I feel like we'll shit the bed into 5th place. I think 4th place should be the target, but I'm not feeling confident. Thank you, Rory, Manny, Vincent, Killer Boss, Batman, Sana Khalifa, Gungshi, Gabe, Himalayan Wanderer, Rushmano, Manny Suflaki, Tail7, Ables, Tail7, The Vutinator, Enigma 47, Mike, Olamadi, Toyosi as well, Chris Barker, Billy. Thank you so much for the Cake Cadet there, my son. He says, can we raid the Gaming Sim Piggy? Cake Cadet, please let me raid my, make my own decisions for raids, lad. But yes, you can. Please go and raid the Gaming Simp if you so wish. And thank you so much for tuning into the channel, though, everybody, tonight. I've told you before, Cake, don't make me raid people. But I like to raid people, but I like to also decide my own decisions when I like to raid people. You put me on a spot here, my friend. But you know what? The Gaming Simp happens to be a fucking legend. So please do go and raid the Gaming Simp. But next time, don't do that, yeah? Nice one. Thank you, Himalayan Wanderer, Tail7, Manny, Eddie Trooper. Plus, I like to raid people from gaming streams. Like, this is a Man United news stream. Let's keep some decorum in the chat, please, Cake Cadet lad. Nick, Rowan, David Vickers, everybody, thank you for tuning in. That's the end of the show. Have a good one, guys. Stay classy. Take it easy. He says, Manny says, we got to get rid of the Sue emoji. I disagree. Right now, I disagree, mate. And even when he's gone, we might keep it, right? Unless it's too painful. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Have a great night. That's it for me. Drop a like on this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. We'll be back on regularly as well. Get yourself involved with the channel as well by hitting the bell icon so you get notifications when we post and go live. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch at Flying Pig United on all those places. And also, you know, have a great night, guys. Just stay classy. Catch you tomorrow. We'll be back at it with the latest news. We might have some more news about Ronaldo, Dybala tomorrow, De Jong, hopefully. But that's the latest news, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. Good night. God bless. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. Stay classy, peeps. I'm out of here. Each and every one of you. Sorry if I missed any of you at the end. Each and every one of you. Have a wicked night, man. K Slater, Dabo, all the legends. Thank you all for tuning in and watching this stream. Stay classy, guys. That's it for the show tonight. One love. See.